as a
Yeah.
child.
As a 40-year-old child.
Yeah, as a 40-year-old
Right,
child.
for sure. I want to throw rocks at chicken stew, but I know it's not right.
Welcome to the Purgatorious Pig Tavern podcast, the craft beer and one-shot Dungeons & Dragons podcast. I am your GM, Scott, and we'll go around the table and everyone will introduce themselves who's playing today.
Eric's here. I'm playing as Rick Rolger and Little Buddy, as usual.
Aaron here, playing as Short Stack.
Cole here, playing as Randy, feeling Randy.
And we have a guest today.
I'm Chris. I'm playing as Edgar the Monk.
Welcome, Edgar.
Chris.
Welcome.
The party comes downstairs. Before them is the usual mix of regulars and new faces inside the tavern. Shortstack notices that a new job has been posted. It's covering up the Recluse King.
Oh no, somebody had the audacity to place a posting over the Recluse King. Let's see what it says. Nobody covers up the Recluse King. All right, let's check it out. It reads, I am but a humble monk looking to visit Thyroid's shrine. Thyroid's
Thyroid.
Thyroid's shrine?
Thyroid's trying.
I am but a humble monk looking to visit Thayron's shrine, but I know the path through the Azeron desert is dangerous and filled with thieves and other perils. I'm looking for a group to join me there for security in numbers, as they say. I have reserved the back room if you wish to meet me and take this job. I do not have much to offer, but I heard Thayron provides a blessing to those who visit them. Intriguing.
Ooh, the back room. Kinky.
All right, cool.
I don't know. I rip it off the wall and I'm like, I guess we got to take this because it's covering up the most important job on the board that no one's ever going to take.
I mean, at this point, it's like a warm blanket.
Exactly.
I expect to walk over to the board and see the Recluse King tattered, still in his high tower, wondering when we're going to come.
Perhaps dead.
Or some other travelers. Perhaps dead. More than likely dead.
Maybe some other day.
He's licking the stone on the walls to get moisture.
What did it say? We got to go to the back room?
Yeah, we got to go to the meeting room.
The VIP.
Let's roll.
As you guys enter the back room, there is a stout halfling with dark brown hair and fair skin sitting at the head of the table.
Fellow halfling.
How you doing today?
Welcome. We're the party. We saw your job on the board, I think.
Oh, I expected more of you.
Well.
Sorry.
Wow. Dang. Yeah, sorry to disappoint.
Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
I forgot what we called ourselves, but
Craft crackers.
Craft crackers? The craft crackers.
Oh, heard of this group. I thought you'd all be taller.
The TV adds 10 pounds, right?
Well, my name is Shortstack. I'm the athletics rogue type. I just bounce around and pick locks. Usually end up
And
breaking
sneak attack.
and sneak attack. Specialty.
Well, all this talking has got me thirsty. Is there you care to have a beer or a drink with me?
Oh, hell yeah.
Always.
I thought you'd never ask.
At that
Yeah.
moment, Mithoris walks in with a tray of beers and puts them down on the table and hands them out to the party.
Shit, what's this? What did you get for us this time, Doris?
This is Nomagang by Brewery Omegang.
Are you sure it's not Nomagang by Brewery Omegang?
Wow, I poured this like ass.
Oh, be careful
Damn
with
it.
this beer.
Really? Why?
It's 9.5%.
Oh.
Look at the
nice.
look how freaky the eyes look on the can. They're wired.
Love it.
So today's brewery is Omegang. Donald Feinberg and Wendy Littlefield met at Yale University and eloped in Brussels in the late 70s. And for this union, we should all be very grateful. After discovering the bountiful landscape of beer in Belgium, they decided to open a revolutionary Belgian beer imports business called Vanberg and de Wolf back in the States. Despite an ill reception from local beer distributors to the wild saisons, stronger doubles, and sweet lambics, Donald and Wendy continued to educate and expose the local population to exotic, regionally sourced Belgian brews, the first distributor in the U.S. to do so. The Van Berg and de Wolf imported only beer styles specific to the region that the beer was brewed, showcasing a wide range of local historical Belgian breweries. In an interview by Chuck Cook in 2013, Feinberg outlined 3 criteria for choosing the imports. To paraphrase Feinberg, first, can the beer be transported without significantly changing the profile, or rather, does it taste like home? So basically, does it travel well? Second, is the beer tied to the region it is brewed in? For example, Saison DuPont is brewed in, and excuse my pronunciation, Hainaut province, heartland of Saison country. If someone brewed in double IPA in this province, it wouldn't be imported, no matter how good it was, because the beer would not be specific to and represent that region. Third, they sought beers that have flavor, balance, and complexity without being extreme. To quote, beers that are very drinkable. This approach seemed to be working, as they had been credited for the catalyst for the stateside craft beer movement. Perhaps the warming reception to the curated Belgian imports, or simply the extreme love of beer style for the country, or the fact that they were featured in Michael Jackson's Not the Pop Singer Beer Hunter series in the Discovery Channel in 1990, prompted the couple to open up their very own farmhouse brewery in 1997, serving exclusively Belgium-style beers.
Belgian.
It says Belgium, and
That's because you wrote it.
It says Belgium.
Just in time for the 90s Belgian beer craze. Some would argue the best decade. 6 years prior, Kim Jordan and Jeff Lebesch opened New Belgium Brewing Company in Fort Collins, Colorado, and they would go on to win the 1993 Great American Beer Fest gold medal for their Abbey Ale Double. Perhaps Ommegang had much to offer the beer world, having lived in the country for 3 years. The Ommegang farmhouse stands 4 short miles outside Cooperstown, New York, or 6.2 miles south of the Baseball Hall of Fame as the car drives, and it is on a sprawling 136 acres. Fun fact, the couple chose the location after visiting Cooperstown for the Yankee Fantasy Camp experience and fell in love with the area. Remember the 1990s Yankees? I do.
The late ones or the early ones?
Mid. Ommegang opened their doors with the flagship Ommegang Abbey Double, a traditional Trappist-style dark ale clocking in at 8.5% ABV, and continued to grow their offering with Hennepin Farmhouse Saison and Rare Vos Amber. Personally, I was first introduced to Ommegang with their 3 Philosophers Quadruple with Belgian Kiek, a cherry beer, for the distinguished palate. Some have discovered Ommegang after the couple sold their share to Duvel Moortgat Brewery in 2003, the same brewery that they introduced through their import business to the U.S. At one point in 2006, Ommegang's beer was so popular that Duvel brewed their beer to meet demand. In 2013, Ommegang partnered with HBO's Game of Thrones series to brew a 6-year series of specialty bottles. My favorites of these series take the Black Stout and the Fire and Blood Red Ale. Ommegang also stands out in their community. They hosted a summertime beer fest called Belgium Comes to Cooperstown. The fest was briefly paused in 2019 and did not return until last year, 2024. This was due to the global pandemic and some other factors, but Ommegang generously offers their grounds to campers with 7-hour-long tasting sections, musical performances, and beer drinking games. Firestone Walker, Boulevard Brewing, Duvel, Chauffeur
Chauffeur.
are among the distinguished booths. Today we will be enjoying a newer creation, Ommegang, a Belgian-style blonde ale brewed with Chauffe yeast. Don't let the name fool you. This blonde ale is a formidable 9.5%, so drink wisely. Chris, can you tell us why you chose this beer?
Ommegang was like my first big introduction to the world of craft beer. I mean, you had your local breweries, and you had some of the bigger names, Sam Adams and stuff that were doing craft beer. And in upstate New York, where I'm from, every summer, some uncle would bring like a Saranac sample to a barbecue and stuff. But Ommegang was like the one that really stuck out because they were doing beer that I had never had. It was always IPAs. It was fruited wheats. It was always, pale ales or things like that. Like Omegang doing Belgian style beer was sort of where I got my, the first experience that, there is this other side of beer, which isn't lagering, it isn't ales, it isn't extreme beers, which is that, when I first got into craft beer, extreme beers were like everything.
When was that? Like early
Yeah, that was in the early 2000s when
Yeah.
I got into it. But
Mhm.
like extreme beers was like taking over everything, and the Belgian beers were like just this new world to me. And outside of Chimay or Duvel, like they were doing something local to New York, and I'm happy to say they've been very successful. You can basically get a Omegang anywhere in the country now, sort of like a Sam Adams, and it's just something that harkens back to it. Obviously, I wanted to do something that was conducive to the environment, so I thought a blonde ale would be good for spring, kind of get there instead of some heavy dark beers that I'd feel more like with winter. But the 9.5, this is not a lawnmower beer. This is definitely a have one and enjoy your evening, maybe on the back porch or at a campfire. But you're not going to be drinking many of these without feeling it the next day.
Mhm.
So cheers, everyone. I
Definitely.
hope you all enjoy it, and thank you for picking it up.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Chris, do you want to start us off? What you think of it?
Well, right away, it does not taste like 9.5,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
you could take a big sip of this, and it's very clean. It's very refreshing. It tastes like a Belgian blonde. This isn't the Blue Moon that some people might be used to. This is like a well-rounded, really full beer. I could definitely see myself drinking a couple more of these, and I shouldn't, but we'll leave it at that. I mean, I'm gonna again. This is like nostalgia for me. A New York beer, Omegang. I mean, that name it's big in the craft beer world. I'm gonna give it a solid 18.
Yeah. Hey, you've been to Omegang, right?
Yeah, I've had was fortunate enough to visit Omegang. Again, I have family that still lives in upstate New York. Like you said, you go to the Hall of Fame. Omegang is right there. You could sample their beers all day. It's a beautiful area. If you've never been to Cooperstown or that part of New York, it's just like in this middle of nowhere. It's picturesque. It's beautiful. It's something that you could take a day to do it, and then when you're done with it, you could also go to the Hall of Fame. So you have kids, bring your kids to the Hall of Fame, bore their eyes out, then take them there to run around all day.
And then you can drive a couple hours more north and hit the Finger Lakes.
Correct. Well, west.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Or home?
Well, if you drink too many of the Omegangs, you're definitely taking an Uber back. You're not gonna be
Yeah.
you're not gonna be
Yeah.
driving with these.
Definitely.
So I've been to Cooperstown, but I haven't been to Omegang. I did go to take my dad to the Baseball Hall of Fame,
Mhm.
which is
You took your dad, not the
Yeah.
other way around?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a rite of passage, right?
Usually for your dad to take you.
I don't know. Whatever.
My
Well-
dad wasn't into sports, so
Oh,
Well,
it was fun.
We'll talk these issues out after the next episode.
Yeah, right.
Myth Doris after hours therapist.
Myth couch. I really liked Cooperstown. We went in a Father's Day time frame, so like May time frame. So it's beautiful up there. It's springtime. It's kind of chilly, not terribly, but it was good time. The Baseball Hall of Fame is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. I wish that they had something like a field, but they didn't. They had like just a bunch of
So
plaques
you
on the
could-
wall.
So you could give your dad a catch?
Yeah, you have a catch with your dad. Come on, this is like they're missing out. Pay $5, have a catch with your dad. Come on.
Mhm.
A field of dreams.
Yeah, feel the dreams. I
Replica.
wish. Yeah, exactly. I wish that we had gotten to Omegang. My dad, not terribly into beer. He's always a Yingling guy because when we were younger, we were in Pennsylvania, so that was the cheapest stuff. That was his thing. But this is interesting. I wish we made it, Scott. I wish we made it to Omegang. We still can, hopefully.
Mhm.
It's definitely on the list. And I think when we did our Myth Doris travel agency episode,
Yeah, we did.
we did Omegang.
Yeah, we did their Prankster. No, that's north. That was North Coast, not.
We didn't do Three Philosophers, did we?
Oh, we might have. It might
Yeah,
have.
we might have done Three
Yeah.
Philosophers.
Three Philosophers is like the flagship beer.
Yeah.
Like, you can go to a Wegmans and they'll have a Three Philosophers on the shelf.
Yeah. Not as much here anymore. There's not as much Omegang stuff. I don't know if that's a
Connecticut beer distributor, maybe.
distributor kind of thing. OEC kind of has their foothold for distribution. But anyway, as far as the beer goes, it's a beautiful looking beer. It's not quite clear. It's got kind of a haze to it, which is from the the Belgian funk.
It's can conditioned.
Oh well, that's why.
Mhm.
It's really aromatic. It's got that classic Belgian aroma to it. And as far as the taste goes, it's sweet, sweeter than I thought it was going to be. And like Chris said, it is a dangerous 9.5%. I'm gonna give this one a 17 because I think it hits a little bit heavy on the back end. And for a blonde, I usually like them to be a little lighter feeling. It's definitely worth a try. Anything that Omegang makes is gonna be worth your while to get a 4-pack or get a pull from the tap. So 17 out of 20 for me.
Nice.
I love the color. It's kind of like a rust orange color. Very beautiful beer. Like Chris said, you could drink a lot of these very easily. They don't taste like 9.5%. I'm getting a lot of like banana and clove on the taste. For me, it really feels like a Hefeweizen. Like it feels very close to a Hefeweizen, just in the overall flavor profile. I know the style is very different. I love my Belgians, but I'm getting a lot of Hefeweizen vibes from it, and I love that because I absolutely love Hefs. It's just a really, really delicious beer. Definitely want to drink one and not cruise through a whole 4-pack because it'll knock you down. It's not boozy, a little earthy on the backside. Just a really good, well-rounded beer, very crisp, clean drinking. I really enjoy it. I would give it a solid 18 as well.
Yeah, I got a second that. I second the Hefeweizen, but it's a little bit sweeter maybe than a Hefeweizen. And I kind of like that too. I'm not getting like a lot of blonde ale in this, but definitely the Belgian half of it comes through very cleanly and nicely. And all the yeast flavors that come along with that. Which doesn't sound delicious, but actually it is. Trust me on this. If you like Belgians.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I would give this a solid 18 out of 20. Insanely drinkable for the percentage.
Yeah, so this one, also interesting, comes in a 16-ounce can. So you get a true imperial pint out of the can. So if you're used to drinking cans, they're usually 12 ounces. So this is closer to a full draft pour.
I think most things are 16-ounce cans these days.
I thought most have jumped to the 19.2. I feel
What?
like they're 12 or they've gone to the tall boys at the 19.2 size.
When a 22 is too much.
No,
Yeah,
they're all
the 19.2
no, they're
cans.
16s. Most of
I
them.
don't think I've seen that many in 16s.
What?
What?
Maybe.
I'm going to quibble a little bit. I think 16 is
Maybe.
standard now.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Especially in
Is
the
it,
craft
just
beer
is
world.
it just soda cans that are the 12 still then?
Well,
I thought most.
there's some stuff like we were talking earlier. Fuzzy Baby Duck still comes in
Yeah.
12 ounces.
Yeah.
But 19.2s, I think you're thinking of concert size.
Maybe. Other than that, I agree with a lot of what everyone said at this point. It's borderline hef flavor profile. So if you like a hef, go for it. If you like Belgian style beers, go for it. You definitely get that flavor profile of yeast in the can from the bottle conditioning. So that's probably that gives it that earthy mouthfeel that Cole you brought up. I'd be curious to let one age for a little bit at the 9.5%. No,
Yeah.
blonde ales, maybe not a style you would think about aging, but at the 9.5% with the yeast in the can, this one might age pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
So that might be interesting to try at some point.
It's a good thought.
We'll do a throwback episode. We'll do the whole thing all over again in a year.
Just I'll rerun the same puzzles and see if you guys remember the solutions.
There's puzzles. Oh fuck.
Oh fuck. I better start crushing beers.
So I'm gonna give this a 17, which math rounds up to an 18 on this one.
One last thing about this. What this reminds me of, Chris, you alluded to the extreme beers being the craze at the time when you were getting into craft beer, which I think was about probably the same time as I was. Did you ever get to the beer festivals in Boston run by Beer Advocate, the Extreme Beer Fest? And
it's funny you say I wanted to go. I think the ticket was too much. I think that year we actually opted for the Burlington Beer Fest, which if you haven't gone to that in the summer in Burlington, it is something that I highly recommend it. It's right off of Church Street, and then you have all the great breweries up there in Burlington. Yeah. Now that they have city brew tours up there, you can take a city brew tour in the afternoon and then still make it to the evening brew fest. So Burlington, I mean, I don't work for the Vermont Brewers Association, but I will say Burlington it's a beer mecca. The Burlington Beer Fest was great. I did want to do the Extreme Beer Fest out in Boston. It wasn't in the cards at that time.
Okay. Well, the reason I'm asking is because around that same time, they also did the Belgian Beer Fest run by the same group of guys in the same roller derby area, Cole. But it was a lot of beers like this, and it was, Omegang had a big booth. I don't remember all the, Shoof. And,
admittedly, I'm not a big, not anymore. I'm not a big extreme beer person. I remember there was that Scottish brewery that had its own show.
Brew Dog.
Brew Dogs, yeah. Like I
Yeah.
remember they were like the ones really pushing it, and every once in a while you'd find one of their 4-packs or 6-packs at a liquor
Big
store.
in the Midwest, because I think they have a brewery out there. They are
Yeah.
very big in the Midwest.
They have a hotel in Ohio for no
Okay.
reason.
What?
Yeah.
In Ohio,
Yeah.
of all
But
places.
they had that extreme show where they would be like trying
Yeah.
to brew beer under
With, like,
an
music.
aquarium or
Yeah,
with
the
music
like we're
equipment.
gonna use music and have a drummer just drum on a drum for an hour to make electricity to
Yeah.
heat the sterno and
No, they did one on a ship. Like, yeah, they did some
Yeah,
weird
like-
shit.
We're gonna use
geez.
aggression death ray to
Yeah.
heat up the hops and the malt and
Yeah.
make our wort that way.
So this reminds me of something that they would have probably done at both. If Omegang could have submitted this for both the Extreme Beer Fest and the Belgian Beer Fest,
Mhm.
and it probably would have been a hit of both.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Is
definitely.
the Extreme Beer Fest still going on? Is that still a thing?
no,
Okay.
we went to the
R.I.P.
last one in 2020.
And
Okay.
then after that, they tried doing.
Oh yeah, they tried it in like
The virtual.
They tried virtual beer tastings where they shipped you beer, so we did that. And
Yeah, that
then
sounds fun.
after the final one that we tried to go to was in San Francisco.
well, quote unquote San Francisco. It
Yeah.
was across the bay
Okay.
in like some
Oakland?
area that had no hotels, no Airbnbs.
Basically.
Yeah.
and not
In
walkable,
a sketchy neighborhood.
very
Yeah.
not walkable. And you had to if you wanted to stay in San Francisco, you had to take a ferry over there, but the ferry didn't go back in time, so there was no ferry back.
One way in.
Yeah.
It was like a 2-mile walk to the BART, and the BART
Yeah.
would bring you back, and it was like, I don't know.
I can't walk through those neighborhoods.
They just canceled it because
Yeah.
of they just couldn't make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I thought it was just
logistics.
Logistically, yeah.
Well, hopefully it'll come back. I remember like everything's kind of cyclical. I'm really glad
Hope
that we don't
so.
have any more sour beers are sort of falling out of favor. Never really a fan of those.
Oh no.
Oh, dang, man.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like making
sorry.
sour beer.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Everybody's got their thing. I actually don't like
Yeah.
these beers, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, I
I'll finish yours.
honestly, I'm more of a lager pilsner type of guy, but
Oh, I love,
yeah, but at the same time, like I do like to try new things, and this is something I definitely would. I'd be intrigued by this, and definitely looking at the can on the shelf, like it's something that I would be like, let me take a chance on this. You
Yeah.
know, maybe like one of those make your own 6-pack type things. I'd put a can in there because at 9.5, I wouldn't be able to drink more than one, but it's definitely something I would bring to
Right.
a beer share.
Oh
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
this would do well in beer share. Beer share.
You got the underwear gnomes on the can for people at home.
I think that's a good point, Chris. I would definitely put this in a 6-pack because I saw it's a blonde ale and the can looked like fun, and then I'd get home and I'd be like 9.5. Oh boy.
that's after you've probably had like 4 other beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have that blonde ale because it's
Yeah.
gonna be light. I'm expecting a 4.5%, and it's just a 9.5. Like that's just punch you in the face.
It's light enough where you could convince yourself it's 5. So
Truly, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
on the palate.
Well, nice job, Omegang, and thank you, Chris, for the choice. This is a fun one.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me and for picking it up.
Oh yeah. I guess we'll get back to the game now, huh?
Yeah, well,
Wah, wah.
we'll get back to it.
What? I'm excited for the puzzles, dude. Come on.
We suck
womp
at
womp.
puzzles.
Yeah, well, that's a you problem.
Twinkle, twinkle. Mythoris does, as she lays out the beer, does chime in and lets everyone know that the desert has seen more sandstorms that are worse than usual, and there's a lot more activity in the desert.
What kind of activity?
The thieves have been out more in force than they usually have.
Oh, like pirate activity.
Yeah, pirate activity. She also has gotten word that typically in this time of year, there is a oasis that forms in the desert from Theron. That oasis, however, has not fully bloomed and is not as bountiful as it usually is.
Climate change.
Mhm.
She does say to take heed, just don't stray too far away from the known paths, or you may find yourselves in dangerous cactus patches with wild animals, or the desert graveyard where convicts are buried in unmarked graves and is rumored to be haunted.
How much quicksand is there?
She doesn't think there's any quicksand out there.
Good.
Okay.
Quicksand takes moisture, right?
I guess so.
She says the desert is about a day's journey southwest to get to the edge of the desert. And then once you're there, it's about a half day's trek to get to the shrine.
But Edgar, you know the way.
I do, but regrettably, I have sort of lost my way. I've sort of been held up in my books, and I've sort of let time get past me, which is why I need your assistance here. I have not been to this area in such a long time. All I'm hearing about from other travelers looking for items, looking for these occult things is there are raiders out there. There are traveling bands of thieves, of orcs, of all types of creatures, and I fear for my safety, and I fear for anything that I might uncover that it won't be stolen.
Yeah, but you still remember how to get there, right?
Uh, maybe
Give me a history check.
I rolled. It looks like a 7 and a 10.
So with a 16, you do remember how to get to the temple.
All right. So
dang.
yes, I do. Or I do suddenly remember how to make our way to this temple.
Cool.
All right.
We'll worry about the dangerous stuff.
Yeah. We got a 6-foot tall robot with us.
He flexes his arms.
Creak, creak.
Yeah.
And you probably should WD-40
Can you,
that.
Edgar? Can you hold your own in a fight though? If it goes down, how capable are you? You got weapons or anything?
I prefer to use my hands and use what God gave me, but when push comes to shove, I can be very capable. I don't like to. I consider myself a pacifist, but when pushed, I will make you rue the day, as they say.
Oh.
Okay, good to know.
All right. Hey, Doris, can we get some waters for the road?
She grabs some water skins and fills them up with some fresh water for you
Do you have
guys.
any snacks?
You got lemon to put in there too, or no?
Oh, yeah. Can we get some lemon in that?
She's got no lemon. She can put some orange skins in there to help protect from scurvy.
Why is everything skins? I just want...
Just want some fruit, man.
We get a 6-pack for the road?
She goes, yeah, I got enough of this shipment in. I can give you a 6-pack.
Excellent.
Sick.
All right, we pack up, and I guess we're going to head out.
Later, Marlo.
Bye, Marlo. Marlo sits in the corner drinking a beer by herself. She's studying a new song.
No, she's hanging out with Tyke.
Yeah.
Trying to make friends with Tyke.
No, she's not.
Yeah, we all know she's not. Definitely not hanging out with Tyke.
Is she spying on Tyke? Oh, can we do that? That's Christina's time.
She's
Marlo's sending
standing.
glasses of milk to Tyke as a joke. Just to...
Gross.
Oh, God.
Why is Tyke drinking them all?
So you guys leave the city limits, and as you approach the desert, there's an expansive desert laid out in front of you. And on the horizon, you can see violent sandstorms whip across the sands. Between lulls in the wind, you can see Theron's shrine outline. It is that big, with tall spires just over the horizon line. Before the party, you see a worn path with a weathered sign that says, Theron's shrine this way.
Is the pointing in the right direction, Edgar? Do you recall?
We appear to be pointing in the right direction. I have to ask: does the sandstorm have any effect on our vision?
The sandstorms currently are far enough away where it's not affecting your guys' vision at all. The winds are tame for where you guys are right now.
Then yes, I definitely recognize the spires and we should advance north towards them.
What do the other cardinal directions on the sign say?
There's no other signs. It just is Theron's shrine.
It's just one sign?
Yep, just one sign that says Theron's shrine this way.
How convenient.
Seems suspicious.
That's exactly how Nedry got killed in Jurassic Park.
That's so true.
I appreciate the callback. Yeah, that's great.
Should we do a perception check?
I mean, I'm always down for perceiving shit.
And I'm always for you guys rolling dice for nat ones.
Yeah.
So
True that.
the more dice you roll, the better chance there are nat ones.
I rolled a 10.
16.
11.
What the fuck was that?
6. I'm using my new device.
Oh, your dice
Yeah,
tower.
instrument.
someone's got a fancy dice tower.
The instrument.
You guys can see the sign is pointing towards the spires.
All right, cool.
Let's keep moving.
Onward. Hopefully we can beat it before the sandstorm hits us.
That's what she
About
said.
an hour into your travel, you guys see large vultures flying overhead, and they're slowly following the party,
Yeah, that makes
circling and tracking you guys. And at this point, the winds begin to pick up, and the party is trapped in a sand squall. Can someone roll me a d20?
sense. For what?
Survival?
Nope, it's just a straight d20 roll.
For what?
I just need a d20 roll. It's not a specific skill. I just need, essentially, it's a coin flip to figure out what happens next.
Oh, Good roll.
13.
What?
Bad roll.
Not a good roll. Minimum roll.
This sand squall wraps around the party. You guys are getting battered with wind and sand and dirt. As you guys push on, about a half hour passes as you guys are getting battered. You feel the wind shift, and as quickly as this sandstorm envelops the party, it fades away. As you guys begin to orient yourselves and catch your breath, I need everyone to give me a survival check.
Everyone?
Yes.
Is little buddy polished now?
He's been sandblasted.
He's been sandblasted.
14 with my survival.
I got a 17.
I got a 16.
2?
Oh,
Is that a natty 1? Or
No, it's just 2.
with a 2, you will have a level of exhaustion. You were just so beaten and battered by this sand squall. So
I hop into little buddy's arms.
yep. Everybody says,
Beep.
Offer her some orange.
Offer.
Give her some
Well, I thought
orange.
it was
Orange
just
peels will help
a
her.
beat.
oh, yeah. Would you like some skin of something?
moving forward with this level of exhaustion, you are going to have disadvantage on all ability checks.
Oh, I'm not going to roll anything again unless we get into a fight.
So as you guys are catching your breath, Shortstack, you also trip over some stone and you quickly realize that you guys have stumbled into the graveyard. There are shattered tombstones as far as the eye can see.
What's a shadow tombstone?
Shattered tombstone.
Oh, shattered.
The 9.5 is hitting already.
Ditto.
So much for this lawnmower beer.
I'm ready to cut the grass.
It's that time of year you just go trace the lawn with a beer in your hand. Like, what are you doing? Blades aren't even on. The lawnmower's not even on. You're just like,
I'm
just drinking outside.
It's 3 hours of peace. When you have a kid,
It's
you'll
like, I'm a dad.
understand. Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
There you go. You get it.
It's fucking spring training. Get off my back.
So, baseball season's officially started. We are into the season.
That's true. That's true.
I saw a dog on a lawnmower, like doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
And
By himself?
yeah. And that's my
Nice.
that's my goal is to get a riding lawnmower, a house, and,
And
a
a
dog.
dog that can drive it?
And a dog that can drive it.
One of my neighbors, he does not have arms, but he drives his riding lawnmower with his feet.
Oh
And
my
it's-
God.
It's interesting, and when you see it, you can't stop looking at it, which makes it
Oh,
even
no.
even more awkward.
But he's good at it.
He's very good at it, but
That's amazing.
You're stopping and staring, and it's like you shouldn't, but how do you not? So
He's
You just
probably
gotta
used to it,
stare
though, at that
and
point.
clap and be like,
why would you clap at the guy with no arms?
Slow clap.
Stomp your feet.
Yeah, that's.
oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh,
All right.
all right. 9.5 is not.
We're in a graveyard. Metaphorically and actually.
Let me lend you a hand.
Let's take ourselves out of this mess. So we're in the graveyard that we're not supposed to be in?
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
We've been here. We've been in haunted graveyards before.
Yeah, we ran away because the bar was closing.
No, in several cases. We've been in the one with bodies.
And when
came
you
out.
re-killed the
And
Yeah,
then when,
yeah.
yeah.
guards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they were resurrected, weren't they? They weren't actually ghosts.
Oh, that might be this, though.
Ghosts aren't real.
You can see off to the northeast are the spires of the tower.
Yeah.
Just probably start heading that way if you wish to. But you guys are in the graveyard.
Can I detect magic?
You can if you want to use that spell.
I say short rest in the
Wait, is that a
graveyard.
spell? I think that's a cantrip.
It's the level 1, I believe.
Oh, damn, it is level 1.
If it was a cantrip, it'd be OP.
I don't know what OP means.
Overpowered.
Fuck it. Let's go towards the spires.
Do you want to stop and pitch a campfire, get a short rest in, or no?
How do we have a campfire? Well, will it light with the wind?
I think that's
I got a survival kit. It'll light.
Edgar. What do you want to do?
I'd like to investigate the graveyard some more.
Really?
So
Okay.
I'm gonna roll.
All right. He's like
And
some spooky shit here. I'm going to check it out.
we have a 9.
As you are walking through the graveyard, the shattered tombstones go as far as the eye can see almost. It just is graveyard after graveyard. A lot of them are unmarked, though. It's, as Mythora said, these are the resting places of a lot of thieves and not great people. So they haven't been necessarily paid the utmost respect in their burial, but someone tried to at least give them something after they passed.
Are there any rocks around?
Rocks?
Yeah.
For what?
So since my character is canonically Jewish, in a Jewish cemetery, you're supposed to put rocks on the gravestones to signify that people are here and people care about you. Can we just go like throwing rocks around?
Well,
So
placing rocks on gravestones. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can pee on a gravestone, take it or leave it. That's all I got.
That's the opposite, but okay.
And I have a red crayon. I could put a red crayon.
we have established this. That is for mummies.
That is one way we could address this. So
I do have my red crayon. We can put a red crayon on top of one if you want. I can give it to you.
But that's like one though. You should keep that red crayon.
We could break it in half. That's two. I have the puka necklace too.
You could just draw.
That's three items.
You could draw a heart with the crayon on
each one.
Just the ones that as we walk by, and
You speak to you, yeah.
So you do see rocks, but it's also a lot of broken tombstones all over the place.
Oh, so I'd be putting one person's. Okay.
Memorial on top of another person's grave.
Well, maybe they found love in a hopeless place.
Do we want to dig up some of the graves?
No. Not what that.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
We just keep walking. See what's going on.
Yeah. So if you guys want to keep walking, as you guys are walking through the graveyard, the winds aren't as heavy as they were during the sandstorm, but you do see the sand shifting and swaying, like shifting and moving around, and you are all hearing ghastly screams in the air. And at this point, you see a shift in the sand 20 feet in front of you guys. And two weathered figures with damaged robes crawl out, stand up, and screech at the party.
Those sound like mummies. I should have peed on them.
Can we screech back?
You can, and I will need everyone
Rah!
to roll for initiative.
Screech!
Screech. Dang, let's go.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Short stack, what'd you get?
Oh, I got a pretty high score, I think.
New high score. Is that good?
New high score, 18.
Rick?
Also 18.
Oh.
A short stack will go before you because her dexterity is higher. Randy
Dexterity. 19.
and Edgar.
I rolled an 18, but I got 18 plus 4 on the dexterity.
Hell yeah.
I think that beats
Dang.
shorts. What's your dexterity?
Oh.
Plus 3 or plus 4?
My initiative is plus 4.
So you both have plus 4.
No, oh wait.
No,
it's
dexterity.
Dexterity.
Oh, yeah.
Plus 4.
So we will have a roll off. Can you each both roll a d20?
Roll up.
Dang, dude. Edgar's like the bulletproof monk out
Yeah.
here.
7.
Oh, an 8.
All right, so Edgar will go before short stack in
An
initiative.
8?
What
Yeah.
about the dead people?
I rolled for them separately, so you will find out in a second.
Well, then what was that all this
It was
pomp and circumstance for?
it's so I could figure out your guys' order.
No, I know.
You just want to say pomp and circumstance.
That 9.5 is hitting again.
So
The roll off was so anticlimactic. I was expecting
was.
like you got served, dance off or something. You was just done. I missed
No,
it.
yeah, and it
We
was.
got to do something better in the future.
I got a 7 and you got an
Oh,
8.
Maybe
Edgar got
it's
an 8.
you two have to chug a natty and whoever. wins.
No, let's stop. Stop there. Go on.
who could do more shots of?
No
All right,
shots.
so I don't. Before we start, I took an attempt at putting you guys. You guys can take a second or two to rearrange as you wish. You can't just move any closer than Randy is to the two creatures.
Okay.
If you want to move your order around,
Well, I have to go
You
first.
put me up front. Dang.
you're usually in front anyway, being the fighter.
I know.
Yeah.
Because you bitched about the Blood Bowl being in the back.
Let's hear that Blood Bowl song again.
Blood Bowl.
Don't make me.
Don't make.
It's a good looking beer. Is that Burlington Brewing?
I believe it is.
It
It's
is.
a good company Munich style fight. How long have you had
Oh,
this in
that's
the
a
fridge?
really good beer.
How long has this been in the fridge?
Oh.
When did you guys give that to me?
Like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
But it should hold up.
It's
Yeah.
feeling pretty heavy on top here, is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yeah, if it's not good.
If it's not
toss
good, I'll
it.
drink it.
We'll
No,
figure it out.
We'll toss it.
No, it's good.
Oh, it's because there's a dent.
Okay, yeah, that would explain it. I thought it was going to be...
Yeah, it's
you-
actually a pretty sizable dent.
Oh, it looks good.
Smell it?
Doesn't smell off.
Okay.
Smells good. I was just trying to get my finger under there. I was like, oh man, we've all been there.
Yeah.
One of these creatures its arms
It rolled.
reached out.
It rolled higher than us.
It did.
Oh,
Lunges, the one standing in front of, that is directly in front of Randy, rushes at Randy.
Eat my ass, dude.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
I should have peed on you, stupid mummy.
Yeah.
And wildly swings its two arms.
That's a miss.
One will miss, but does a 20 hit?
no.
No, not today.
Today, motherfucker.
Yes, a 20 hits. Damn it. Fucker.
You will take 10 points of damage, and then that will bring us to Randy.
I'm going to swing my battle axe at this fucking guy. You kidding me? All right.
Then action surge.
Does a 22 hit?
22 does hit.
Oh, dang. I rolled physically and I rolled digitally. Digitally, I got a 20. Physically, I got a 14. That sucks. All right, well.
Oh, use that one for your second roll.
You do get 2 attacks, so your second attack can be a crit.
Okay.
So roll your
Right.
first damage normally.
So 8. And then my second one.
So
Hits.
so you rolled a nat 20, right? So it's
Yeah.
your max damage die plus a die roll.
19.
So 19 and then 8, so
27.
27 total.
He dead?
He is not dead.
27? He's not dead? God damn.
As you swing your axe, it feels deadened as you hit these creatures. And as you slash their skin, you see sand pouring out of the gashes.
Okay.
They're falling apart. Tearing at the seams, guys.
That will bring us to Edgar.
Flurry of blows.
So you have to move first next to who you want to swing at. You have plenty of movement to reach either of them.
I'll do that guy.
Do the
Okay.
other guy.
Yeah.
No.
Kill him.
First, you're going to swing to hit
Okay.
because you're going to punch first. And then you can spend a key point to then punch 2 more times as a bonus action.
Okay.
So essentially, your 1 attack turns into 3 attacks if you burn one of your, I think you have 5 or 6 key points.
18.
Your first punch will hit.
Mm-hmm.
So roll damage first.
12.
And then you're going to burn a key point, and then you're going to punch 2 more times. You have to roll to see if you hit for each of those.
16.
That will hit.
Oh, I think this might be a 1. Oh, is that a 1 or a 7?
1.
Oh.
Looks like
A
a
nat
1.
1. So a nat 1 will miss, but you can roll another d8 plus 4 for your second punch.
5 or 9.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
So
sorry.
that is 21 damage.
Ooh.
As you are wailing on this creature, your punches seem to be deadened by the sand inside these creatures. It doesn't seem fully effective.
So you mean that we're dealing damage, but we're not hurting them?
We're ripping them to shreds,
Aye,
but it's
aye.
a little harder.
Run away.
So Randy was able to, with his axe, seem like Randy was doing full damage, but the fists of Edgar seemed to not be fully effective.
You can't fist him.
Then join them.
If you can't fist him, join him.
That will bring us to short stack.
Yay. I'm a little concerned about the one that they're not dealing damage to.
Yeah, but you could get sneak attack if you run up with Randy.
Oh, that's true.
Sneak attack.
You and little buddy okay with dealing with the last one?
Let's do it.
All right.
Little buddy's just going to fist him, though.
Hammer fist.
I run up next to Randy
Okay.
and Edgar and get my ice daggers out. 16
16 will hit.
and 11.
11 will miss.
So 1 ice dagger and
1 ice stagger with sneak attack.
with sneak attack and a charge. 5 plus.
3d6.
Oh, thank you. 3d6?
Yeah, I believe that's your sneak attack.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 3d6. Total?
15. Yeah, 15 total.
You stab this creature.
15 times with 1 ice dagger.
It takes a deep breath in. It spits out sand
Good.
and drops to a knee, but it's still hulking.
What do you mean hulking?
Like it's still like it's breathing heavily, like it's not dead yet. Like it's
Not dead yet, but its movement
pee on
is
it.
also I expelled a charge.
you
so
did,
it's-
yeah. So it will move slower, and that will now bring us to Rick. The
Excellent.
third of our players to roll an 18 on initiative.
I guess I'm going to.
I say firebolt it. Set it on
Yeah.
fire.
I feel like with sand, we gotta
Yeah.
blow it away.
I don't have any
Wind.
wind
Spell.
spells.
Dynamite spell or something.
We've been fisting and blowing, so
Yeah. I'm going to run up onto the one that nobody's touched yet, and I'm going to.
With little buddy in
Fist
tow.
it?
Yeah, a little bit
Okay.
of course. And I'm going
buy it
to
a drink first.
randomize wrench him. Sweet. 26.
26 hits.
Was that a nat 20?
No, it was 17.
Wow.
Dang, dude.
Your
You have
modifiers.
+9 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Hey, you gave that to
Yeah.
me. That's on you.
But you have.
Jesus
I think you have. I think you would have +5, 7, or 8 anyway. So yeah, that weapon had a +1 on it.
Man, I got 7 damage. I'm going to randomize wrench one more time. And then 25
That hit.
for 10 damage.
Okay.
Little buddy hammer fists for 19
That hits.
for 4 more damage.
All right. So your swings of your randomizing wrench seem to be fully effective, but as little buddy swings down, it seems to be deadened a little bit from the sand inside these creatures.
Little buddy, up.
Up.
Swing up.
The creature
Up.
standing in front of little buddy is going to make its
Fist him
way
back.
next to Edgar.
Wait, attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm going to swing at him.
So, yep, you both, little buddy and you will both get attacks of opportunity.
Fucking hell yeah. Little buddy goes first.
So just
Fucking
just
hell
know
yeah.
that will be your reaction, so you won't be able to use your disadvantage ability.
I don't know what that means.
The one where you let little buddy impose disadvantage when
Yeah.
you
Oh.
won't be able to do that if you use your attack of opportunity.
Right, but if he's walking away from us, it wouldn't matter. So little buddy gets a 27
That will hit.
for 6 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna. So I was last hitting with the randomized wrench, so I assume I get to do that again
You're still in melee, so yeah, you can use your randomizing wrench.
for 25
That hits.
Pretty high hitting.
for 11.
He did.
He's not dead. He's still looking better off than his partner in crime. So he's going to move in the square next to Edgar. So essentially, it's going to be one creature, Edgar, the other
Okay.
creature.
That
Yep.
one?
So now that this creature is in range of all of you, you feel the winds pick up around this creature, and a vortex of sand begins to surround it.
God damn it.
Everyone,
No.
yeah, I think, it hits everyone at this point because of its
Constitution check.
range. I need everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck. God damn it. Freedom ain't free no more.
13.
3.
All right, so 17.
All right, so what did everyone get?
3. He's pointing at you, Cole.
Randy? 3.
13.
17.
What did What did little buddy get?
Is where little buddy goes?
Yep, little buddy's also caught in this.
No, little buddy also got a 3.
All right, so
Team 3, let's go. We're in this together.
so if you rolled 14 or less, you will take.
That's everybody.
Yeah.
Except for Edgar.
What do you need?
Nothing from you.
Oh, that's what I was pointing
What
for
do you
me.
need?
You're going to take 20 points of damage. Edgar, you are going to take 10 points of damage.
Arg.
Fuck you.
Jesus.
I'm going to do Stone's Endurance against that.
Okay.
11. Minus 11. Sick.
All right.
So I only take 9.
We gotta kill these guys quickly.
Then the guy in front of Randy is going to take 2 swings at Randy again.
Fuck you. God damn it.
Hit is an 18 hit.
Yeah, it does.
The other one will miss, though. You're going to take 8 points of damage,
Okay.
and it is your turn.
Why are these dead guys so powerful?
Because they already did.
Oh.
We might want to run away.
I don't know if we have the choice.
He says my turn.
Yeah.
Swinging. Dang, I think it's the angle of the couch. I'm gonna re-roll that one. Hold on.
Take a mulligan.
Oh, it's on the couch?
Yeah, because like I don't want to have to shift from where I'm at. There we go. Money.
Nat 1.
15.
15 hits.
Nat 1. For 9.
He did.
He is not dead, but he is
Jesus.
not looking great.
He's not looking great.
He hasn't been looking great since he crawled
17?
out of the
17
ground.
hits.
For 11.
How do you want to do it?
Let's just cut him in half.
You swing your battle axe twice, and on your second swing, you catch it right through its waist. You see it crumple into sand.
All right, well, he did.
You
Yeah.
can do whatever you want to do.
Are we going to do a short rest?
We have to.
You can attempt to.
We have to attempt.
Scott's like, you can do anything you want.
That will bring us to Edgar.
All right, so we have one guy left.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm just going to do unarmed strike. That is an 11.
On the die or with your modifier?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't add my modifier in there.
So that'd be 18. So that will hit.
All right. I need my 4. Oh, it's an 8. Sorry. Oh, it's a 6.
All right.
Ooh.
So 6 points of damage. There you go.
Nice.
So you do get 2 attacks, so you can punch again if you wish.
Yes.
Punch
absolutely,
again.
Absolutely. We got to get going with this. All right. Ooh, a 20.
Ooh.
24.
Nat 20 on the
Nat 20.
die.
Nat 20.
All right.
Let's go.
I believe I get a bonus action on that.
I think you can pour your natty light down the drain.
Dump. It's already empty. 8 plus 8.
So 16 points of damage.
This is also a good math teaching tool for your kids.
It is. And with that crit, I will say that punch is so strong, you feel it does its full damage compared to
Nice.
the other punches you've been laying down on this thing.
But it's still alive.
It is still alive, but it is dropped to one knee, breathing very hard.
Ooh.
Not looking great.
I'm
He's on
coming
the-
in hot.
He's on the ropes. Come on.
Short stack, you're up.
17
17 hits.
for 6.
Okay.
Plus other dagger. Oh, but I get sneak attack anyway.
Yeah, you do get sneak attack.
Other dagger is 9, which misses.
Yep, a 9 will miss, but roll
And
your sneak attack
Sneak
damage.
attack.
3d6.
Uppercut to the jaw. 10.
How do you want to do?
Oh, uppercut to the jaw. And then I kind of like jaw up into the neck and slice the head off.
As you do that, the head comes off on your dagger as the rest of the body crumbles into sand.
I keep the head. The rest of the body falls into the sand. I keep the head as
Yeah,
a
the head
memento.
is like attached to the dagger.
Yeah. So now I
Okay.
keep the head so that I have something for my Shakespeare classes.
Alas, Yorick.
Mm-mm.
I knew him well.
You guys are out of initiative.
Can I cure wounds on myself?
Can you cure wounds more than once?
Yeah, I can do a couple of them.
All
Yeah,
right.
he's got a few spell slots he could use on cure wounds. It will limit potential spell casting later, but you
Yeah.
can cast cure wounds.
Or are we taking a short rest?
Up to you guys if you want to attempt to take a short rest in a
Graveyard?
graveyard.
We should probably.
Pitch a couple tents.
We're looking for that oasis ultimately, right?
We got to get to the spires.
In the spires,
Those
but
spires.
hopefully we
The
find the
spire.
oasis on the way.
Well, we can pitch a tent, eat some orange peels.
Yeah.
Ugh. Bunch of skins. Is there a place we could go? Can we keep walking towards the spire and camp outside the spire so they know we're coming?
Yeah, you guys can make your way.
The spires know we're coming. The
The
structure.
spire.
Yeah, if you guys want to head towards the temple, you guys
Can
do
you
that.
cure wounds on me first? though?
Could we roll a perception about how far from the spires? Because my fear is that the spires look closer than they are.
Yeah, you can give me a perception check.
All right. 26.
So with a 26,
What?
you feel you're about 2 hours away from the temple.
Okay.
Oh, cure wounds
Edgar
on
is
us
very
and let's
perceptive.
continue.
I don't. Okay, fine. I'm cure woundsing on myself
I could use one of those.
first. What are you at, Randy?
12.
Oh,
Yeah.
you need it more than I do. I'm at 13.
I'm at 8.
Oh,
I mean, 13 and 12 are pretty
we
much
were supposed to
the
protect
Yeah.
you. What are you at, Edgar?
I'm at 28.
Oh my
same. Yeah.
The monk is kind of a cheat code. So
All right, I am going to cure wounds on myself first because you put the oxygen mask on yourself before you put it on anybody else.
That's right.
I pay attention to the safety videos.
Unless you're watching a rom-com.
Calm as Hindu
Unless-
cows.
There's some rom-com where that like happens. Like the guy puts the safety mask on like his crush after like he fucked up.
I got 12.
Like
back.
ruin her heart.
I'm back at 20.
Did it work?
It did. I don't remember which one it was.
What-
Ash would know.
What
it
movie
is.
was this?
I don't remember which one it is.
Oh man,
It's one my wife made me watch.
the one thing we can agree
Um,
upon in my marriage is A24 movies. That's it.
Oh yeah, A24 movies rock.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I got lucky. Second time's a
It's
charm.
like it's a production company / style of.
Yeah.
All right, Randy, I'm gonna walk over and cure wound you.
All right. All I can think of is you know why everybody's smiling in those airplane pamphlets?
Oh, Fight Club.
Because they're
Yeah.
all taking in oxygen. Oxygen gets you high.
It does.
Like calm as Hindu cows.
Randy, you get 13 back.
Let's go.
And
Do me.
all right. Calm down.
That's what she said.
Is Rick spending all of his spell slots?
They're all level 1s. 14 back.
That's full. Actually,
Dang.
can me and Randy switch? Because if
Nope.
Randy could use 14,
No, that's what it goes.
I only needed 13.
I'll survive. I'm
Can
not worried about it.
little buddy do one of his own where he self heals himself?
Yeah, you have. I think you get so many uses. You can cast like mending.
Yeah.
Self repair. All the little.
17.
I think Chris, you're genuinely getting Stockholm syndrome from having drinking that Natty Light.
If you
You're just like, you know what? It really isn't a bad beer. Honestly, I'd probably rank it an 18 or a 19 out of 20 if I had to drink it for the episode.
I
you know?
I regret picking Noma Gang. I should have picked Natural Light. Like no, you got a craft. You got a craft beer podcast. Let's do Natural Light. Again, you all seem like you're really into craft beer. I think Eric, you homebrew, right?
I used to. We started a brewing company. And
I have
weed.
me and my buddy Sean.
Yeah.
I have a book, and back when I have the craft brew stuff still in my. It looks like a
Yeah.
meth lab, as you know. Like,
Right.
you move it so many times, people are like, "What is this guy into?" But it's like when you first get into craft beer, like any hobby, you kind of invest in it, and
Yeah.
learning about the how Budweiser came to be. Like, I mean, at the time it was revolutionary. Like, it was the craft beer of its time, and now it's sort of a joke. Like, it's Anheuser-Busch. But when you think about like all the beers they sell around the world, and they have to all taste the same, like that's
Yeah.
impressive. That is so impressive that every day in Missouri they get beers from everywhere in the world, and they all have to like taste them and rate them
And exactly be the
yeah.
like they were brewed at the main plant. Yeah.
And whenever you like, I have a beer journal for the beers I've brewed, and like trying to rebrew them and get the same flavor is so difficult.
Yeah.
That was where
The
ultimately
consistency.
our brewing company failed. I was with somebody who wasn't with the same scientific mindset. Let's say.
Yeah.
And getting him to brew the same thing, I was like, we need this to be repeatable. And he'd be like, let's just throw more shit in it. And I was like, no, let's
Yeah.
try and make it repeatable. We have award-winning beer here. Let's try and
Yeah.
replicate that.
Yeah. Like, give the people what they want.
Oh, your breakfast oatmeal stout.
No, the
The
there was a coconut lager that we did.
the
that
one
Oh,
that you
see,
didn't
that
give
sounds
me
good.
with my
was
hops.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah, I know.
We sent it into the Sam Adams competition.
The homebrew. Yeah.
Yeah. And we got third place, I think.
That's see, I at the
Yeah.
time I sent in we had done a mango triple.
That sounds
Whoa.
wild.
It was wild. It was
Wow.
good. It was good, but we didn't place it all. But again, I heard the episode. They sent us notes back, and
Yeah.
one of the biggest things they said was like it was too sweet. Like there was no
Mhm.
balance between
Yeah.
the alcohol. I mean, you have a very high alcohol beer here with the mango and the triple and using the sugar and stuff, but it tastes like syrup.
But now think about
Oh.
today's environment. That might have actually placed.
Yeah.
Like
My wife
There's-
would have loved that. beer.
there's a huge difference
Yeah.
in the beers of when the homebrew competition was going, how strict they were to adhering to the styles. That has gone out the window today.
Well, they
So
were a
you may
bit
have
holier
placed.
than now back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, it's one of those things. Like I have all the tanks, I have all the equipment. I really want to do it. It's just finding the time. It's
Yeah.
like it's
But
so hard.
It takes like half a day to
What
clean.
is time?
Oh, half a day to clean it before and after.
Dude.
Says
Yeah,
the guy
okay.
that's
Yeah.
like raising a child in an
Going to
MBA
China.
and going to China. What is time?
So those homebrews that I sent you guys, my buddy Sandy, his operation, like they use an antibacterial to clean their bottles and their the big vats basically as they're filling them from the brew. And this is a completely organic cleaner that is consumable by humans. And like they're cleaning as they're bringing the beer in. And the whole process is so like he's brewed so many times. It's so seamless. Like for us, I feel like based on what you guys are saying and based on what I know about your past experiences, it was more of like a an event, and you had to consider
the few
an
times
entire day
homebrewed.
and a half of prep and brew and cleaning and all of that. Sandy crushed it. Like he did it in about a half a day, including brewing. Like brewing is part of the process.
Was
he
it
had
Sandy
it so
Star?
down.
Because that's what I use. I use Sandy Star when I do it. Yeah. And that does cut the time and stuff. But yeah, you'd be in your bathtub with the bleach and the water, and just so much time was spent on it.
But his buddy Sandy's also a Cicerone, so like
Cicerone, yeah.
So he's like, can you taste the cleaning solution?
No, but the difference is like I lived in my parents' house and I was doing it out of my buddy's, also his parents' basement. So it was like.
No, I mean, I've always wanted to be a Cicerone. Like when you pay the money to do it, like it made sense to want to try. But
and you train and everything
and I still have the old Beer Advocate magazine that they sent like as a Christmas special where it discussed like maybe 12 beer styles. But now we're so far beyond 12 beer styles.
Yeah, if I get a copy types of IPAs.
Yeah, like I'll send you the copy of it. Like you can see like these are what they taste like and this is what they should taste like. And that was like 20 years ago. Nowadays it's so far beyond that.
Well, within our own lifetime, they've created the New England IPA is now a legitimate style that is different, that was differentiated from regular IPAs.
Yeah.
And they've made that distinction, which is, something that wasn't there 15, 20 years ago.
Correct. Yeah. It's like they try to make a movie about that, Finding New England, and they never got the funding for it, but
really?
Yeah. And Ed McKean up in Middletown.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have the poster because I was part of the Kickstarter.
Oh,
yeah. Like again, like Fuzzy
cool.
Baby Ducks, Stubborn Beauty, like all those New England companies making New England style IPAs, and then you have your Pacific IPAs, and it's like there's a different flavor profile that a Western IPA versus a New
you have
England
West
IPA.
Coast, East Coast, and then you add hazy into the mix.
Correct.
/ New England. Like, what's the difference between a hazy and New England? Lines are blurred.
That's after all these 9% beers, sure.
I was gonna say we've all talked about like on previous episodes or at least Patreon content. Did all these breweries go to like dank and over hopped IPAs because they didn't know better and it masks insecure
that's always been the joke.
And how many breweries now hide behind lactose?
I forgot what I forgot where I read that, but someone had said like you could brew with a dead skunk with a New England IPA and no one would know the difference.
Right? But like now, how many breweries are hiding behind lactose?
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you.
Right? Yeah, certain styles call for it, but every beer doesn't need to have lactose sugar.
Well, and how many Sour Patch Kid beers can you have?
Like, all of them.
Not enough.
Every flavor.
I mean, there's so many variables in brewing, right? It'd be interesting to take all the variables and develop some kind of mathematical model and add, say, levels of interest, based on different styles, different hops, different combinations of hops, brewing types, brewing styles, and add some kind of general mathematical probability or percentage that people will like the beer based on these factors, and then try to brew something that's totally off the wall but has properties. Like it could end up
I gotta go.
Totally like totally shit, right? Like it could just go so shit that it's like when you mix all the greatest colors of the rainbow, it just ends up brown and it's not cool. But it could become this like crazy beer that people would be like, why would you blend this hop with that hop? Like that doesn't make any sense.
I've definitely had beers like that. Stone had one recently where they did like a collaboration with Jaeger.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which the only reason, so as crazy as it sounds, when I went to Nigeria, Guinness has a Nigerian brewery that does like special beer for Nigeria.
Owned by a prince?
I don't know if it's owned by a prince,
He's looking for your social security number to give you your $1 million.
Please deposit it straight to my bank account.
but it was like a 4.5% beer brewed by Guinness that had very similar taste profiles of Jaeger,
What the
which
fuck?
was enjoyable. Like it was an enjoyable beer.
I'll go back.
Really?
Was it enjoyable because it was the only thing alcoholic in that country?
No, I ordered it multiple
Nigeria
times.
isn't a Muslim country.
No, I know, but I know that they had to get escorted to and from every place with armed guards.
No, it was actually a very good beer. I enjoyed it. I ordered it multiple times. So when I saw Stone did a collaboration with Jaeger, I'm like, oh, this should be good. When I went to Escondido, I had it on draft. It just sucked.
Tell us more about how you feel.
Tell us what you really think.
Yeah.
Like I was like, for knowing Stone's level of quality, I'm just like, how did you let this
out
almost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you?
Compared to everything else available at the time.
They probably invested a decent amount of stock into it, and they were like, "Well, it sucks, but we can't eat the cost of it. So let's release it, see if we make a few bucks, and if people hate it, oh well."
Or just make them feel stupid.
It's sort of like they're pot heavy at that point. Like, we've invested so much in this, it has to work.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, if you get 1,000 people talking about it and they want to try, like, I'd try it now that you said that it sucked, Scott. Like, I'd be like, yeah. How bad was it, you know?
I never saw it in distribution. Like, the only reason I got it was because I happened, like, Ash and I went to San Diego.
Yeah, see, Stone, outside of Arrogant Bastard, I really don't know of anything that Stone has done recently that I would pick up.
Fair Movie Lions, really good.
All right.
Like, that's a double that's... Ash even likes it. My wife's not an IPA drinker.
Okay.
You keep saying that, and she keeps liking IPAs.
She likes double IPA.
She hates IPAs, but all she drinks is IPAs.
It's something about a difference between a regular IPA and a double.
I get a double because
she really enjoys double.
The doubles are smoother usually than your single IPA or your regular IPA.
See, I was
and then your triple goes beyond that. And
Right.
It's a little too alcoholic. So like the double is the sweet spot, but
Oh yeah, Fair Movie Lions.
Okay. See, Arrogant Bastard is the only one that I've really drank consistently from Stone. I'm just not a huge IPA drinker. That's the thing.
I'm a huge hophead.
Yeah.
You give me hops.
Some people.
I have 6 bottles of 120-minute aging.
Wow. That's where we're planning to go this summer. I've never been to Dogfish Head. I've never been. I know it's like a sin. Like when people find out about
not
it.
a sin. It's an opportunity.
Now is the time to go because there are special collaborations with Sam Adams on draft because they're joint owned.
I convinced my wife that we don't need to go to Maine this summer. We can go to the New Jersey shore. So we're gonna head up.
Oh, it's all the way down in Delaware. Though.
Yeah, no, it's still close enough. It's closer than Maine.
Go to the Jersey Shore and then take a.
So when I went, they had Sam's Utopus aged on the Palo Alto wood.
Nice. See, I remember doing the same. Maybe Sam Adams still does it, but they used to do the brewery tours where they give you the glasses, and you have to go to the glasses, the actual like physical glass tasting glasses, but you had to keep on going so you can get the whole set because each set had the instructions as to how to like actually sample the beer. So once you went like 6 times, you finally had like 6, the 6 levels, like smell it and like swish it around, like wine tasting.
While you're down there, highly recommend Big Oyster Brewing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
really good.
mile away, right?
It's like a mile away.
That's in Delaware?
Really good. Yeah.
See,
Big Oyster has food, so like based on your timing, maybe start there, eat, and then go. Milton's usually got a food truck.
Yeah, but if you go to the Rehoboth Beach location,
brew pub, the actual brew pub.
That's where I want to go.
We went there. We've been there twice. We stayed at the Dogfish Head Hotel, which was cool.
And that's Lowe's, which is not too far away.
Yeah, so they give you a mini growler as like a here, take this, and fill it and take it home. Like it's a free growler from the brewery. And Chesapeake and Maine, their seafood spot's fantastic, and then the other place,
like the actual brew pub.
The actual brew pub is amazing. So you won't have a bad time.
Like I said, it's been like on my list of places to go, and it just never panned.
Yeah,
because when else do you go to Delaware? You know, usually you go through Delaware to get to Philadelphia, and that's about the closest you get to it.
Yeah.
And then when you're in Philly, there's so many places to try.
Have you been to Monk's?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Sweet.
We're going next weekend.
Yeah.
Our big brew. The last beer adventure we had was out to Pittsburgh to try all the Pittsburgh Brewing
Oh,
Company,
okay.
which was great. So Church Works was great.
Mhm.
Southern Tier has a spot there, which I was blown away like how popular Southern Tier was in Pittsburgh, because Southern Tier is a Binghamton.
So popular.
It's a
Yeah.
Binghamton,
Southern
New
Tier's
York.
huge, yeah.
Binghamton, New York brewery, but it's like so big. It's outside of Three Rivers Stadium.
We did what? We
Yeah.
did Warlock for our Halloween episode
Yeah,
years
we
ago.
did.
Yes,
Very
you
good.
did. You did. Oh, Southern, like
Southern Tea is on our
the way
list
Southern
of,
Tier, like their Pumpkin is like the one pumpkin beer I
Yes.
enjoy.
We did.
we should probably do more.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
definitely
let's
should.
get
All right.
back into it. The party had a long rest at this point.
No, you guys
So-
have not had a long rest.
No,
we
a
have, though.
Or a short rest. Rick went around touching everyone and healing them.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ooh, he touched me. Yeah, he
Oh.
definitely healed
I
me with his
felt it.
touch.
And based on the perception check that Edgar did, you guys are able to tell the Shrine of Theron is about 2 hours away.
Charlize Theron, so close. It's so far.
Charlize.
Not a sponsor.
Eric's favorite actress.
Let's keep going towards the Waterland.
So you guys make your way towards the shrine. As you guys get closer, there are pops of green from where you guys assume the oasis is trying to blossom. But there's decay and rubble everywhere where it shouldn't be.
I think it needs fertilizer. Randy, you on it?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Pee on it.
You on it?
Yeah, here we go.
Fountains and streams are barren, and what vegetation there
Fountains.
is struggling to live.
Roll a D20.
After about 2 hours, you guys wind up at the steps of the temple, which are covered in sand, and the door to the temple is ajar.
Should we wipe off the sand, see if there's any markings?
No, we walk through the open door.
I think
Wait,
we
we
should.
did get a short rest though, right?
No.
No, you guys didn't take an
No.
official short rest.
We got healed though.
I-
We
I-
got
yeah, but
touched.
we're
You
gonna
guys
short rest
got
right here.
healed, but you did not take an official short
I'm
rest.
just going to interject and just say, like, look at everything that I've read about this is we should probably stop and look around because this is a trap. Everything,
okay.
everything in my
Oh,
gut is telling
okay.
me this is a trap. That this shouldn't be this way.
Okay.
So, do I need a roll for?
Yeah, give me a investigation check because you're actively trying to see something going on.
Okay.
Dang.
Ooh, 16.
Leading up on the stairs in the sand, you do see footprints,
Okay.
but you don't see any obvious traps or anything on the door or anything like that entering the
Are
temple.
they barefoot or their shoes?
Their shoes.
Not a giant.
What kind of shoes?
Air Force Ones.
Sure, Air Force Ones.
Fucking Jordans.
Hmm. Jesus.
That guy can jump.
Who do you think is in there?
Did he pump him up first?
Reebok? Hell no, they ain't catching him.
How many pairs of
Fast.
feet do we see?
It's not obvious. There looks to be at least 3 or 4 sets of footprints going up the stairs.
Are they the same?
No, you can tell there's 3 or 4 different people, like unique footprints going up the sand in the stairs.
This is trippy. This is like a horror film where we go in there, but it turns out that those footprints were originally ours, and we're stuck in some kind of time warp.
Do the footprints look like they're coming back out?
No.
Ooh, guys. Someone
Is there an
goes-
alternative entrance?
Someone goes in but doesn't come out.
Edgar, you go first.
No. We're supposed to protect Edgar. That's
Oh,
our
right.
job.
Randy's like, I just wanted the fucking beer.
We have some. With Doris packed us a lunch pack.
You guys said I would get gold and riches. Now I just keep almost dying. Is there an alternative entrance anywhere that we can see?
No.
Could I throw a stone in and see what happens?
All
a
the
roll for that?
stones.
You throw a stone inside the opening of the door, and you hear it clatter inside, and you hear a voice inside go, "What the fuck is that?"
Nice. So there's somebody in there. Confirmed. We send little buddy in? No. I like little buddy.
We should mentally link.
With little buddy.
No, you with me and
With everybody.
Oh yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do that. I haven't done that in a while. Who am I mentally linking with?
Everybody.
I think you should do it with Edgar and Randy. I feel like I'm gonna die.
Why do you feel like you're
I'm
gonna
ready to die. It's okay.
I have shitty armor. I always die.
If I mentally link with somebody that dies, what happens to me?
Nothing happens to you. You just can't talk to
Hear
them.
them die in your heads.
Static.
Can we play the Notorious B.I.G.'s Ready to Die over this part? Or?
No,
No copyrights.
Ooh, that's a deep cut.
That's a
Nice.
that's a banger.
Dude.
Unfortunately, that's a hard no. Unless you want to do it a cappella.
Where's our bard? Somebody tell our bard to start it up.
She's hanging out with Tyke. She's sending her
Drinking
milk.
I got 2 hours. Who am I Vulcaning meshing with?
Edgar and Randy.
Oh, okay. Create a psychic link.
All right.
For how
I'm
long?
disturbed by what Randy is thinking about right now.
Fair enough.
I tell you what, the world's a crazy place right now.
So you're psychically linked for 2 hours. You threw a rock
I
in,
didn't get
and
that, so-
and
So we wait until they investigate.
Randy
Until
bitch?
they investigate.
I guess
I'll walk in.
we'll send. Okay, yeah.
so Randy, as you walk in a large room with an altar on the back wall and a base of a statue that is broken. In front of that altar is a creature standing there investigating the rock that Rick threw, with white fur and piercing blue eyes and a wolf-like snout.
What's
This
up, dude?
creature has a small sandstorm swirling around it. 2 doors on the east and west of this room.
Okay. What's going on, guy?
Pet the dog.
The creature looks up at you and goes, did you throw this rock in here?
I did.
Why?
I don't know. Door was open. Seemed like kicking rock territory.
Well, you should be careful. You could have hit someone.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did I hit you?
No, but you could have.
Who's a
You
good
should be
boy?
careful.
Yeah, sorry about that. I wasn't trying to hit anybody or hurt anybody. I just thought that it seemed like a place to kick rocks. I didn't think anybody would be here, so I imagined it was empty.
Was Gummy Venus de Milo?
That's a deep cut.
That is a deep cut.
What are you doing here?
I'm
Who's a good boy?
I'm Ash. I'm one of the protectors of the temple.
Oh, hey, Ash. I came here because I was told that the temple needed some help.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Normally my brothers are here and Theron's here, and this is a rich, a vibrant area overflowing with green plants and flowing water. I don't know why they're not here.
Does it have anything to do with the broken statue?
Yeah.
Oh no, I overhear this. I said, and I push open the door a little bit more, and I say, "Is it global warming?
Well, what's that?
It's when the world is changing,
But you're not.
But you're not.
or
yeah.
not."
I don't think so.
Can we ask Ash what his purpose is?
Are we all walking in now?
Is it to
Yeah, I was
get?
gonna say
Yeah.
like
Yeah, you guys all walking into the
Yeah,
room
we're
now?
all
Yeah.
walking in. We
All right.
feel safe.
So you guys all walk in and you
He's
can
a
ask
good boy.
Ash. My job is to
Catch 'em all.
be a greeter to those who visit the shrine and to ensure that Theron is able to come and allow the oasis to. And I don't know where my brothers are with the other pieces of the statue to allow that to happen.
Ash, how long have you been here?
Almost a millennia now?
dang.
That's
Yeah,
like
but-
100 years, right?
That's 1,000.
1,000? I think it's
Damn.
1,000.
How do you count that high? Did you get lost? Did you get lost, Ash?
I count by sevens.
Yeah, you got lost.
Yeah, you got lost.
We
for
got to
sure,
go
yeah.
find your brothers. Tell us discerning facts about your brothers. What are we looking for?
Each of them typically have a piece of the statue in the east and west rooms that they bring here.
No, not the pieces. Them. What do they look like?
They look like me. We're triplets.
Who's the oldest?
Uh,
What?
uh,
Who's the oldest?
I
Who's
think
the
I
first
think
one out, if you
I
know what I'm
think-
saying?
I think my brother from the west room. He may be a few minutes older.
What are their names?
Right.
What's your name?
I'm Ash.
Ash.
All right.
Ash.
Ash.
Oh man, you step aside. All right. So, can we help you find your brothers?
I hope this isn't Ash, Nash, and Cash.
It is now.
God damn it.
Ash, Chad, the Thad.
They each protect a piece of the statue. One protects a piece in the west room, and one protects a piece of the statue in the east room.
Okay.
Split the party. Split the party. Split the
I need Scott to do that.
Well, we have to find your brothers to make this place whole. But Edgar, you were the one that wanted to come here.
I'm gonna roll for history. Remember why we came here?
Let's remember.
Well, there's a story behind the brothers. Oh, god damn
Did you
it.
roll another nat 1?
Yes.
No,
Oh,
you
shit.
Is it a 7?
No, it's a 1.
It's a 1.
right.
Thank you for trying.
So
With my history, it's 7.
technically, we didn't do this last time. You are a Lightfoot halfling,
Yeah.
which
You have a point of inspiration.
you have a point of inspiration because of homebrew rules, but because you are a Lightfoot halfling, which also
Yeah.
applies to you, you get to re-roll 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I still have to drink the natty ice?
You do still have to
Okay.
Yeah.
drink the natty
still have
light
to drink it,
because
yeah.
you rolled a nat 1 to begin with, but for the sake of gameplay, you get to re-roll
I
nat
don't
1.
agree with the rule.
All right. I
agree with that.
It is now a 20.
What? Dang.
Yeah, it's quite the
That's a hell of
opposite
a
there.
turnaround.
So you were doing a history check to remember why you wanted to come here?
Yes. So we have to have the 3 brothers either give us the tokens that they have, or we have to defeat them in order to take the tokens they have.
What tokens?
The tokens,
The pieces of the statue.
Pieces
Yeah.
of the statue.
Oh.
or else we can't proceed any further. So either we have to convince them, or
E-ball.
I have animal handling.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
All right.
I will
have a
sit
plus
back and
1 in
enjoy
that,
this natural
have-
light.
Animal handling. So I'm
You
gonna
you don't actually.
I'm gonna
That's
pet
fine.
the brother in front of me.
But why else are we here? Like, what does getting all the pieces benefit us to do?
You don't get paid unless you complete the quest.
Oh, fuck.
Ash tells you that once the statue is made whole, Theron is able to visit the shrine and allow the oasis to fully bloom and reach its full nature,
I want this.
which provides life and sustenance to animals in the area.
What's our mission again? That sounds great. Can I just stay here?
Can I pet Ash?
Sure.
18 in animal handling.
So how do you want to pet Ash?
Under the chin.
So you
Little
give
scratches.
Ash scritches. What is the sand under its waist? Because it doesn't appear to have legs. Kind of kick up as if it has legs, like it's
Yeah.
kicking its leg like a dog.
It likes it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right.
Hasn't
One
been-
down,
hasn't
2
been
to go.
scritched in a millennia.
In a millennia.
Who's ever touched me there before?
Good boy.
What we're trying to do, Ash, is we're trying to get in and beyond this point in the temple. What I would like to do is I would like to negotiate with you and say, if we go in here, we're going to go find your brothers, make sure they're safe, and try to keep them as safe as we can, and also obtain the pieces. But if we do that, we need your word that you're going to allow us to continue on our quest beyond this point in the temple.
What is your quest for coming to this temple? I assumed it was to visit Theron.
To visit. Yeah.
Edgar,
Yeah.
tell him the thing.
We want the treasures of Theron.
Well, Theron
crap.
typically will give a blessing to those who visit him. So yeah, obviously if you guys are able to help him return to the shrine, he will give you his blessing.
No, we want physical treasures. We're looking for some physical stuff.
You know what we're after.
Gold and such.
What do we have?
Do I look like I have pockets to hold gold?
No, but once we put the shrine together, something might happen. And if we can continue on to a place where there might be treasure, if we do this mission for you, you will allow us to continue on our mission to find said gold in said temple.
In other words, don't obstruct our path forward.
There's not much to the temple. There's this room and the room to the east and the room to the west.
You have 1,000 barbarians. Can
Okay.
you throw one and let
Like
him chase
there's
it?
not much here, so there's not much I can stop you guys from exploring.
Yeah.
Okay,
let's
but
explore.
if we do bring Theron here and something else happens beyond what's seen within this room, will you allow us to continue forward on our mission?
Sure. I don't know
Okay.
what you're expecting to happen, but
I don't know.
Don't hurt us
Okay.
is what we're asking. Just don't hurt us.
Ash, we saw some footprints before we came in. What happened to those individuals?
I don't know what happened. I was in my usual sleep for the last 9 months, and
What?
I woke up and my brothers weren't here like they were supposed to be.
I'm gonna mentally connect with Short Stack and I'm gonna be like, this dude knows more than he's letting on.
I
We need to
agree.
be careful.
I gave him scritches though, so I think I'm cool with him.
You can make an insight check if you want, if you're questioning him.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do that. 16.
11.
Even with an 11, doesn't seem like not trying to sugarcoat anything. I don't know what those footprints are. I woke up and my brothers weren't here.
Okay.
Let's go save
right.
his brothers with more scritches.
Brother.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go find your brothers. Make sure they're safe.
Do you want to come
and get
with
those
us?
other pieces.
Unfortunately, I cannot. I am bound to this room only.
What? Where do you eat?
Typically,
Right
typically the oasis is bloomed, and I'm able to enjoy the fruits of plants in this room after Theron has allowed them to bloom.
Cool. But what about now?
I've not eaten in over a week at this point.
That sucks. Can I
Give him some orange rinds.
Yeah, you want some flesh? Was it
Orange
skins? You want
flesh.
some skins?
He greatly takes them and is very appreciative.
Cool. Scritch.
Scritch.
It looks
All right,
like
guys,
you're
which way
tickling
do we
his
wanna go
balls.
first?
I think we got to go split the party and go right and
You
left.
want to do east or west?
You and me, Randy,
Yeah, okay.
Rick are together, and Randy and
Edgar.
Edgar are together.
All right, I'll roll for perception. How far is the west room?
The doors are only 15, 20 feet from where you guys are standing.
okay.
It's not like a huge
Oh,
room,
okay.
but
I didn't know if it was a labyrinth or anything.
no,
It
it's
was like,
not.
it
It's
looks
not a
so
labyrinth.
tall.
It's very clear. The doors are like right there in your face.
Are the doors unlocked?
You guys haven't checked, so
Okay, we check?
the doors are unlocked. There's nothing magical or anything about them.
Edgar goes to the west door and opens the door.
Okay.
He doesn't walk through it, but he opens it.
You open the door,
And then Randy
no
continues
problem.
on. Randy continues on through the doorway after Edgar opens the door.
So are we gonna do the west room first?
Yeah.
Edgar and Randy, as you guys enter the west door, you guys are greeted by a long, narrow room with a large chasm in the middle without a clear means of getting across.
Randy, tell Short Stack exactly what you're seeing.
As we're going through this, I'm play-by-play to Short Stack,
Mhm.
so
Whatever you
Team
say,
team back in
Scott,
the main.
there's the guy.
I messaged back.
Now here's a guy.
I have 1,000 ball bearings that will get you across that chasm.
I don't think they will.
As you further enter the room, there is a pedestal with a slingshot with an inscription underneath it.
Okay. What's the inscription say?
Well, what language is the inscription in?
The inscription's in common,
Okay.
so everyone's able to read it. The inscription reads, "Those who can see how their actions today can impact the world tomorrow are worthy to reach the other side." As you guys stare across the chasm, a similar creature to Ash, slain, clutching a piece of the statue with 3 dead bodies laying next to it.
Is the chasm far enough where Edgar can be tossed by Randy?
It is too far for that.
That's a good question.
But
Yeah,
we
like-
pull the slingshot back and the slingshot Edgar across.
Wait. I feel like this is Indiana Jones, where you just throw some dirt on it and walk across.
The penitent man just trusts and has faith. Just
Yeah,
walks
that's
across.
right. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to roll for investigation. Is there a way across? 13.
With a 13, you look along the floor and walls on the side of the room you're on, and you do not see any clear or obvious means of getting across this chasm.
Okay.
Your actions on one side will impact the other side.
So
right.
is this a
It's a physics problem.
an alignment check? Is certain alignments can't make it across this?
You can give me like maybe an arcana check
Okay.
to ask to see if you feel that or not.
It would be Randy's roll, right?
Yeah, Randy could roll that an arcana check to see if there's anything magical about this room or the alignment.
Okay. Yeah.
I said there is the slingshot on the pedestal is about the only thing on your side of the room right now.
Okay.
That's an 8.
Yeah. So Randy, being a fighter
My arcana checks aren't
and
very
not
good.
the most magical of beings, doesn't get the sense of any sort of magic in the air.
Edgar, it's your guys' turn, but Edgar's contemplating, he's got the dexterity, he's got the athletics, maybe trying to wall run and just do what he can.
I sense that what you're trying to do, since I mentally linked, and I'm like, don't kill yourself.
Dude, if there's enough brick for me to grab onto, I can climb across this wall.
But also, I feel like the dirt option is a thing.
Kick some
Sounded
dirt.
good.
Kick some dirt. See what happens.
Yeah.
What's beneath the chasm?
That's a big open pit as you can't see the bottom of it.
Try to see if there's something that you can't see, a walkway across. Throw some dirt on it, like a festering wound.
It's not a football injury. Don't throw dirt on it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
throw some
I'll
dirt
walk
on
over
it.
and I'll sprinkle. I grab up a little handful of sand and I sprinkle some sand like at the front edge of where the chasm starts.
So that sand drops. It doesn't appear to show anything.
All right. And yeah, Jones was wrong. Not bad.
Okay, Edgar, here's what I'm proposing. I'm proposing you have the athletics and dexterity. You're a monk. You're nimble. What I'm going to do is you're going to jump in that slingshot, and I'm going to slingshot you as far as I can, but I'm going to project you as tangent to the wall as possible. And as you get there, you're going to run along the wall and make any additional distance you need. Otherwise, you just land on the other side.
So the slingshot is a hand slingshot. It's not like big enough to.
Oh, it's not like a human
It is
slingshot.
not a human slingshot. It is like a hand slingshot sitting on a pedestal.
All right. Dumb question. Do we have to go?
No, not we. Them.
Yeah. We have to go on the other side and activate something that both go at once.
Well, we can also
Yeah,
try our door.
Can we return to the
No, just mental link
Okay.
with short stack.
You can slingshot something. There are other people over on the other side, right?
Yeah, I think we have to do something in parallel to create
No.
a bridge.
I
I'm
agree.
saying-
I agree with that.
Okay.
I think there's
I think
something.
so,
I think
yeah.
there's something going on with all three rooms. Maybe we
I
have to have,
agree, yeah.
maybe we have to have people in all three rooms.
Not that we have to hit some people on the other
Correct.
side with a rock.
Yeah, no, don't
And
murder people who are
Knock
holding
them out
the
of
lever.
the.
And they
All
go, ugh.
So are we pausing and then joining Rick and Short Stack?
Yeah.
No,
let's-
you don't have to. They can just mentally link.
No. We meant like
No,
we're
but,
going
like-
into another room right now.
Oh,
so-
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be the ones that are like
To the
Yeah.
to the other
Yeah.
brother.
To the other room.
Rick and Short Stack enter the east room. Before them is a tightly packed bamboo forest. And in
Right.
front of the forest appears to be an old ornate armor with a steel rod across the shoulders on a pedestal, with an inscription just below it.
What's the inscription say, and can we read it?
You can read it, and it says, "Those who are light on their feet, even when weighed down, are worthy to reach the other side."
Is that what the other one said?
No, the other one was about if you're a good person or not. To paraphrase.
Yeah.
Mm,
So I got to carry you guys across.
well, it sounds like you're going to be way heavier
Well,
on your feet.
No,
Doesn't light-
exactly. When I'm light, I am light on my feet, even when weighed down, carrying people.
Doesn't light on your feet mean dancing? Like
All right, we dance across. Let's roll.
But even when weighed down. Wait, where are we trying to get to?
The other side.
The other side of this like bamboo forest in this room.
light on your feet is usually a dancing reference or a boxing reference because you don't want to be heavy footed.
Yep. Yeah.
But I'm also a halfling, so I'm naturally light on my feet.
Listen, all we got to do is eat thunder and crap lightning.
Yes.
Dance like a butterfly, sting like
Sing
a bee.
like a
Let's
bee.
do it.
Are we dancing across?
Frazier's going down in 3.
But how are we heavy, even though we're heavy? How does that factor in?
Let's get hammered.
Maybe do an investigation check.
Oh, yeah, I guess we should. All right, some sort of perception, investigation, whatever.
Investigation is 21.
With a 21, you are able to notice these holes along the walls where kind of the forest meets up with the walls of the
Mhm.
room. You notice these holes that are large enough to shoot arrows out of them.
Oh,
We
let's,
die. We're going to die. Oh.
Can we plug them up with bamboo?
No.
No.
This is
No, they're weighted plates.
this is straight out Raiders
So
of the
if you're
Lost
not
Ark.
light as you walk across them, or light and quick, you will get speared.
So we send little buddy across and he just gets destroyed?
Or maybe we send our ball bearings.
Yeah.
Just
All right.
bounce them across and see.
Yeah. I roll all my 1,000 ball
Nope.
bearings.
You have 600 left. Roll
Oh,
like
yeah. I
200.
roll
Roll like
200
No,
ball
roll like
bearings.
100 of them.
I'd say 10, maybe. You just want to see what happens if
Let's say 100.
100? Okay.
Yeah.
As you roll
100.
100 bearings, which I don't know how physically you're able to do 100 at a time.
One fistful is 100.
So these aren't very heavy ball bearings.
No, I take
They're
my.
like-
Are these ceramic?
I fill my boot up with 100 of them, and I
What's their diameter, though?
Toss-
That's the real question.
toss them using
It
my
depends
boot.
on your realm.
You roll these bearings, and they begin to enter through this bamboo forest.
Shooting out
Arrows
the
from
holes.
the holes that lined the walls shoot out at the
God
bearings.
damn! Look at this fucking beer. Jesus Christ!
Can you do it one more time? See if they do it again?
Another 100?
50.
All right, 50.
Half a handful.
50 in my boot. Toss 'em
Same
over.
thing happens.
Ooh.
More arrows?
Yep.
Mm.
So they reload. It's an automatic system.
Do one ball bearing.
All right, one ball bearing.
As you roll one ball bearing, it does seem to get through the forest of bamboo.
So you
Can
just
we make little buddy just jump across?
We're gonna lose
Try?
little buddy. We're gonna lose him.
What if he like rolls?
Can you read us the inscription one more time?
There is this old, heavy, ornate armor with a steel rod across the soldiers on
Yeah.
this pedestal. And it says, those who are light on their feet, even when weighed down, are worthy to reach the other side.
how much does the ball bearing weigh?
I take the steel
Depends on the
rod.
size of the ball bearing.
So the steel rod is part of like this shoulder armor piece. It's
Rod?
all one piece.
Who can fit into the steel armor? Is it little buddy? Is it me or is it Rick?
Mainly a shoulder plate with this steel rod.
Yeah.
So anyone can wear it.
Okay.
Big
Give it
enough
to
to
little
go.
buddy.
It's big enough to go over all of your heads.
Right, all three of us at once.
Well, no, separately. But
Yeah. One person. All right. One
All
of us
three of
takes.
us at
One of us
once.
takes the steel rod.
Let's give it to little
No,
buddy.
not
see what
you.
happens.
One of us has to take this armor.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll take the armor.
So you're putting it over your shoulders.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on properly, not
Yeah.
improperly.
So you have this steel rod across your shoulders.
Using your back, not your legs.
Yeah,
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna stammer across. Actually, what I'd like to do is like drunkenly walk across, like ratcheting forward and backwards, like by accident to see if.
Like trying to weave in and
Jar Jar
out
Binks?
like
yeah.
of the bamboo, not trying to disturb the bamboo, essentially.
Yeah.
Can you give me a dexterity check?
Sure.
Is it a 3?
Point of inspiration.
Okay.
It was a 6.
I will save you that point of inspiration because 6 is enough right now.
Oh, good, because
the
So-
somehow
inspiration was worse.
somehow worse.
That was a 3.
I will be a benevolent GM, and the 6 is good enough to start.
Hooray!
You begin to weave your way in and out of the bamboo forest.
Word.
You're about a third of the way through as the
Crazy.
bamboo gets a little bit tighter. When you give me another dexterity check.
Oh, I should have been
God
me.
damn it, 5.
It should have been me. Shit.
Can I point of inspiration?
You,
this
you
one?
should point of inspiration
Can
that
I
one.
can I take it over?
16.
So a 16 is enough this time.
Nope.
Can I take over
Nope. You
the
can't.
my dexterity is so much better than yours. It should have been me.
At this point, you are weaving between the bamboo forest, not letting the steel rod really hinder your movement
Balance.
and get through and your balance. And you're able to get through to the other side.
Nice.
Before you, you see a creature similar to Ash slain with two.
Slain?
Yep,
He
slain.
dead?
Dead.
He dead?
He is dead, grasping a piece of statue. And you see two humans also dead laying
Oh.
next to him.
I'm gonna mentally take a picture and send it back to Short Stack.
Oh God, why would you send
You
me
can't.
that?
You didn't meant to link.
Why
Oh yeah,
would-
we did meant. Oh no, I didn't meant.
No, you didn't.
Oh shit. Okay. So yeah.
I'm gonna
He
yell
did.
back. Hey yo! So what I
He
got
did.
here is 2 dead people. No, 4 dead people.
It's 3. So there's
3
one
dead people.
creature that looks like Ash, and then 2 like humanoids.
There's 1 creature that really could have used some scritches. There are 2 humanoids that I don't really want to touch them. And then he's got a piece of a statue. I'm going to take that piece of a statue, put it in my satchel. I'm going to also rummage through and see if they have any gold.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I get a gold?
You find 10 gold pieces.
Fuck yeah. Beer for later.
Uh,
Hell yeah.
Worth it.
as you pick up the statue from this creature, the bamboo forest recede,
Oh,
opening a clear path back towards Short Stack.
cool. What's behind this if I went further?
There's just a wall.
Just a wall?
There's really nothing else further.
How heavy is the dead guy? The dead dog guy?
Brother.
The brother. The brother.
What's your strength?
No, not me. Little buddy.
Little buddy probably could go and pick him up and drag him.
All right, let's do that. Little
Okay.
buddy drags him back to Ash. We're going to walk back towards the middle of the place and be like, "Your brother dead." It's probably because you're 1,000 years old.
At least.
Yeah.
Ash looks at you guys
Wait. We get back to short stack. Short stack, you got to relay this information
I
to...
did.
Okay.
Whatever I perceived the mental images of what you yelled back to me, that's what I relayed back to them.
No, I
It's
know, but-
like 10 times more horrific than what you saw. Yeah.
No, but now that
Wait
we've
till you
got
see what
Ash's
Edgar
brothers,
and I see.
we got Ash's brother dead, so
Yeah.
send that back to them.
Upon seeing one of his brethren killed, you can see a very distraught look over his face. But you can also see a glimmer of hope because you have one of the pieces of the statue.
I
Yep.
give him more scritches.
He doesn't seem as jovial at these scritches like he was the first go around. He's still appreciative of them, but he goes, now's not the time for this. So we'll go back to Randy and Edgar in the other room.
All right. Is there anything to shoot out of the slingshot? Like small particles that would fit in a slingshot in our vicinity?
These polished stones that are wrapped around the pedestal upon further investigation.
I guess we have to investigate these stones. What are they made of?
It's not rocks.
Yeah, they're just polished rock. There's nothing fancy or magical about them. They're just...
I am tempted to ask Randy to wrap me in this rope, and I will try the step of the wind and just take my chances. Hey, if I'm not gonna make it or nothing's there, Randy, you got to pull me back up.
All right, we could do that.
Let's like,
I mean, it's that or
You could take one of the rocks.
You just shoot a special stone in the air, and I'll try and catch it and jump off the ledge.
no, we go big or go home.
No, I was thinking you
one's
could
bigger?
just shoot a rock over and see what happens.
We'll try that out. But backup is you're putting Edgar in a rope, and I'm taking the leap of faith to see what's happening here. But you know what?
I think that's kind of what we have to do.
Let's shoot these polished rocks that are there for no discernible reason.
Randy's like, yeah,
Okay.
Edgar, you just gotta like
All
jump
right,
off a
can
ledge.
we?
I mean, I was gonna jump off the ledge, or he's gonna jump. One of the two of us is gonna jump off the ledge.
What is on the
So-
other side that we're aiming at?
At the moment, you don't see anything on the other
Okay.
side other than a creature that looks like Ash and a couple of slain humans.
Okay,
Oh,
I don't
same
want.
thing.
I don't want to
Same
aim it
thing.
at Ash, right? Or the creature that looks like Ash. That would upset him.
Yeah, he's dead.
He did.
He dead?
So, are you picking up the slingshot?
I am picking up the slingshot.
You pick up the slingshot. 3 targets on the other side pop up and begin sliding back and forth across the room.
What is this? Fucking Legend of Zelda? Jesus.
Yes.
Carnival game?
I guess I'm gonna have to shoot the slingshot at the targets. All right, we're rolling. That's a natural 20.
Let's go.
You take one of the rocks in your slingshot, and with a natural 20, you are able to time it just right where you actually take out 2 of the 3 targets that
Nice.
popped up. And as you hit those 2 targets, a pathway across the chasm begins to form that's about 2/3 of the way across the chasm.
All right. So we're making progress. Randy, take us home.
All right. Let's give her a shot. 7.
With a 7, you miss the 3rd target.
And
Take a shot of fireball.
I'm gonna try for the
Do I
last
have
target.
to?
Just a quick check. Do the targets do they get faster, or are they still the same
Nope, they're
speed?
still moving the same
All right.
speed.
Oh, you got to be kidding me! It's a 1.
no.
Jeez.
Oh no.
Here you go, girl.
Give us the beer. We'll take that for you.
No, I got it. I was gonna say I'm drinking all the natural ices here.
Yeah.
Well, you can if you want, but
I got
No, I got to finish this couple sips of this one, but I
That's fine.
appreciate it. All right, so it's a 1. Do I re-roll?
So you do have point of inspiration that you can use
But
as
he's
a
al-
homebrew rule.
but he's also a person who can re-roll.
Yeah, you can
ones,
also
right?
re-roll ones anyway as a halfling.
All right, I'm gonna re-roll. That is the 5.
It's not a
you-
1.
There's not a 1, but
Yeah, you also miss the last target.
Can we walk into the room now at this point?
Yeah,
Alright.
nothing is stopping you guys from walking in and seeing them miss wildly
just
twice.
That sounds fun.
Shit.
But you don't have to do. Why are you rolling for?
Well, I tried.
Just enter the room and like, give me that.
Just
Yeah,
starts-
I did. I did. And
just starts
You guys
firing
suck.
blindly.
No idea what's happening. Just
No, I do. I've been
Hip
mentally
fire.
linked with them. So
Yeah, she's been play by
is
play.
it athletics? So it's 6.
at 6 also wildly misses.
This last target is killing us.
Can I firebolt it?
Yeah, you can try to firebolt it. Roll me a d20.
Can you see it if you don't have the slingshot in your hand?
Oh,
As long as someone is holding the slingshot off the pedestal, the target is.
Well, I've been holding the pedestal. Instructions unclear.
I'm gonna firebolt
Sorry.
this thing that's running around.
Not one.
No.
7.
Please be in that one.
No, it's not. I mean, honestly, like if my roll's gonna be bad enough, give me a beer. It's
I'm waiting for that
16.
one too.
So with a
Hoping for
16, that firebolt catches the last target, and the rest of the pathway is completed. So you guys could safely get to the other side.
excellent.
Can we make
Meander.
Randy? You got rope, right?
Yeah, I got rope.
Sweet. Can
I have 50 feet of rope.
Oh, you have rope too.
Yeah, that was our
Yeah,
backup
dude.
plan, was just to hurl me across there with a rope and pull me up.
Mhm.
So why don't
Yeah.
we rope 2 people at both sides?
Might it be better to try to go to the other room and figure out that puzzle too? Then all 3 rooms
Oh,
will
we
be
figured
open
it out,
What's
though.
the third room?
Well,
There's a
with
third
the
one?
arrows. Yeah, with the arrows.
They got that piece.
We got
Oh,
it.
did they?
Yeah, we got
I
it.
don't remember that. I thought we. Okay.
No, that's the natty ones catching
Yeah.
That's that's
It's
the
the 9.5s and 2 natty ices
Mhm.
that are lights that I've had to drink.
Oh, thank God they're not natty ices.
Oh,
Jesus.
that's all you've had. I don't know what
Oh.
I'm doing.
We'll just rope ourselves across.
You guys can get across. There's a clear pathway that's stable to walk across
Mhm.
from you guys catching the target.
I stay on the other side.
You're gonna belay us?
Yeah.
I watched the Everest movie the other night.
She is the resident climber
Oh, good.
in real life.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Nice.
You guys get to the other side, and you see a creature similar to Ash slain with a couple humans laid dead upon its feet.
We drag him
And
across.
it's holding a piece of the statue.
Little
Oh.
buddy drags him back across.
Can we ask
Yeah,
the
no
creature
problem.
its name?
It's dead, so it doesn't
It's dead.
respond.
Oh,
Do-
okay.
Check him for
Does
a wallet.
anybody among
Yeah.
us have necromancy skills?
Probably
Necromancy
not.
check?
I just have darkness.
So you drag this creature across the chasm with its piece of statue, and I'm guessing you guys want to re-enter the main room.
Mm-hmm.
You re-enter the main atrium. You are greeted by a figure in a dark cape with purple and gold mantle.
What's that mean?
Mantle
That's
means
Like
adorned.
its shoulder pieces are purple with some gold trim.
He's got shoulder pieces.
Yeah.
Purple's a very holy color.
Their face appears to made of living worms. And
That's
behind
gross.
that individual, there are 3 royal purple cloaked figures.
I like this purple.
As you stare closer at those figures, there doesn't appear to be anything underneath the cloaks.
Mm.
They are standing over Ash, who is now wounded and bleeding out.
No!
The dark cape figure turns and looks at the party as the worms on its face move in such a way to form a mouth. They speak, "I am Decay, the first general of Zyra. I want to personally thank you for doing the hard part for us and bringing the pieces of Theron so we can destroy them and allow Zyra to finally win and keep Azeron the barren wasteland it should be, and ultimately allow it to grow and take over."
Who the fuck is Zyron?
Yeah.
And I'll give you the fucking hard part, dude. Don't you worry.
Give you the hard part? Damn.
Yo, bro, that's a lot of fucking Z's. Where are you from? Sleepland? What is this?
It's about to be Sleepland, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, we're just spitting game.
Rolls
Next.
are fucking juice me, man. I need like 12 more hit points.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you juice him?
I'm gonna juice him. Can I juice him?
Not at this point.
God damn it.
Gotta juice
Everyone can roll for initiative.
I'm hoping for a 1.
What?
Oh, 1. 14
Uh,
from short
damn it.
stack.
21.
8.
13.
Edgar, you are first. You guys were coming out of the west room, and they're going to be more on like the east side of the room.
Should we do the minions first or the main guy first? That's the one thing I have.
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it really depends on like how we're getting killed because we're gonna get killed a lot. And
That's the faith I love to hear. All right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the leftmost minion.
Be careful, though, because we're here to protect you, not the other way around.
Yeah, Edgar.
Well,
dude,
how about
calm
this
down.
then? How about this? So I will cast
Oh, there you go.
Well, I will cast a patient defense.
Yeah.
I will spend 1 Kai, and I will take a dodge action as a bonus point on my turn. So,
You can still move, take your actions to attack.
okay.
If you're going to use a key point to then do your bonus action for patient defense, that's afterwards.
Okay. So what I will do is I will move, but I want to investigate. I want to investigate these minions and figure out what they are, because we know what the guy with the worm face is. But what are these minions that he's bringing with?
Oh wait, can we convince them that we're on their side?
No, Eric, stop. We're in initiative.
Well, he's not wrong.
Yeah, if
You can say, praise down with Charlize Theron.
So we did roll initiative, but if as a collective you guys want to, you'll burn Edgar's turn
No.
to try and convince this group of individuals that you are on their side.
We
You
don't have
can.
our
Damn
bard
it,
with us.
where the fuck is Marlo? We need Marlo
Yeah.
right now. Marlo's our negotiator.
Marlo, open the door.
I think it's worth doing just to try to figure out what we're up against here.
That's fair.
So I will roll for investigation. Are you kidding me? That's a
get the
1.
level
It's a
hit.
7. Okay.
That's
Just
actually
say
a 1.
7 from now on.
That's a 10. So,
There's no way you show up and roll 4 ones. Like, you should buy a lottery ticket. when
oh
you
my
go home.
god.
Already.
As you stare at one of these cloaked figures, you don't see anything inside the cloak other than a wisp of a shadow.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
A wisp of a shadow.
It's like a shadow of a shadow.
So it might not be real. Could just be
Yeah.
in our heads.
Wisp is not a real word
It is.
that I can see.
It's like a fart in the wind.
Are you still using your bonus action to take patient defense?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Just in case I'm completely wrong. So yes, patient defense.
The creature with the worm-like face is going to drift over next to Edgar and reach out with both of his hands.
No, Edgar.
Uh,
And you see the worm slithering as he casts a spell. He wraps both his hands around your face. You begin to feel necrotic energy pulse, but you're able to shake it off
Okay.
as you don't feel any detriment. And that will now bring us to short stack.
Yes. I'm going to run up next to Edgar. I didn't like how he tried to touch you.
None
Yeah.
of
Let
us,
me
none
touch
of
you.
us did.
Let me touch you instead.
Yeah.
It was a bad touch.
And I tried to slash at the worms in his face. Does a 22 hit?
That hits.
You get sneak attack, I think.
I do,
You do get sneak attack.
But the first one hits for 6. So shit, the second one is a natural 20.
Oh,
Let's go.
Does sneak attack count for double the points?
So this is why typically you do your things in order.
Yeah, I did.
So you would have had to declare attack and sneak attack, and you only get 1 sneak attack per round.
Yeah.
Then why would you declare sneak attack? Then everybody knows it's not a sneak attack anymore.
He's got a point.
Well, all right. So this 20 was against my second attack. So that would be 2. Yeah. All right. 17. So 17 was just my sneak attack. Add 13.
So you would have done 30 on
Yeah.
the 66, and then your damage dice would be it's 6 plus 30 is 36, 5, so 45. 45 total damage.
Yeah.
He's defeated, right?
Is not defeated.
God damn it. Nice job, though.
But that is a lot of damage.
That is a lot of
Nice.
damage.
That will bring us to Randy.
A lot just happened. So
Yeah.
my question is the group of 3 right there, there's an enemy there, right?
They're all enemies.
There's 4 enemies there.
I'm going to run up to the group with Edgar and hit that guy.
Worm face.
Worm face. They're all worm face, aren't they?
No, the other ones are just wisps.
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 All right, I'm
which is a weird way to say
battle
it.
axe worm face. 16?
16 hits.
10? Ooh. Well, it doesn't really matter, I guess. 26
That hits.
He did.
for 12.
He did?
It's not dead, but
Oh.
you can see it retching, and you see worms spilling out of its face as you swing away at it.
And we're like, worms are good protein, so we gotta save these for later.
just
Rick,
pee on
you're
it.
up.
Me?
Rick, it's all on you.
Me? No, the other Rick.
All right.
Rick, roll us over the edge here.
Rolls this.
I see what you did there.
Rolls.
If I dash, what's
carbonation?
my...
So dash takes your action, so you can't attack after you dash.
Okay, yeah, so I'm not going to dash. I'm going to run halfway. I am going to firebolt the worm face guy. No, actually, does he have any metal on him?
Not that you can discern.
The wisps roll like 2s. Scott, how did you not drink a beer?
They rolled 3s.
Sucks. Okay, fine. Firebolt. I use my max
Fist is
dash.
nice, dude.
I firebolt for a nat 20.
Oh,
Okay.
Sweet.
So that's what? Firebolt's a D8, so you're going to do 8 plus another D8.
That's a D10.
It's
2
D10.
D10 damage. So I'll just do 4 D10.
Math is hard. That's why you should go to school, guys.
No, I know. I chose the wrong die.
I was gonna say
This was,
a drinking in Dungeons and Dragons podcast is not it for math
I
so
got
late
it.
in this day.
there, plus 16.
Okay, so that's
Which is
30.
what? I don't know.
36? Yeah, 36. 20 plus
Yeah.
16, 36.
Dead.
How do you want to do it?
Ooh, I would like to burst him in the face, and the worms all try and like go back to like the center.
And then what?
Turn my focus to the other people and say, "Your sorcerer is dead. I am master now. Hail me."
Look at me. Look at me. I am messed
So
up.
as you catch that creature in the face with a firebolt, it crumples, but the other cloaks seem to still be aggressive.
All right.
All right,
So you guys are still initiative.
Sucks.
well-
Say it with more like.
we're gonna do this.
So
Little Buddy is going to obviously be angry and salty because he's getting sand in his joints. Continues to saunter.
from where he was, I don't think he can reach them.
That's the extent of where he can go.
he did say he was sauntering.
Yeah.
Oh, he always saunters. He's just like, he turns around and moons them.
All right.
Look into the eye of God. Elon Musk says, "Nice."
What?
Right.
Oh, God.
Oh,
So the one closest to Edgar, the cloak closest to Edgar is going to float over.
Float.
Yep. Float over and reach down and grab the edge of its cloak and whip it towards your face.
okay.
And it's sharp as a razor. 19.
Oh my God,
Oh, that's a lot.
Jesus,
Oh my god.
that's some serious edging.
9 points of damage
Ooh.
Edgar,
to Edgar. Yep.
Remind me, did we get short rest bonus? No, we
No,
didn't stop.
you guys did not
God damn it.
stop officially for a short rest. And the other two close figures are going to flank Little Buddy and do
They're gonna what?
similar.
Blank little buddy?
Flank.
Is that like edging?
Yeah, actually,
They're like pegging little buddy?
we got so
from both sides.
much fisting and pegging and edging in
And-
this.
And will both miss. I don't think an 8
Idiots.
will hit Little Buddy.
Because Little Buddy is a robot and he doesn't like. Accept-
And that will bring us to Edgar.
I am going to retaliate against the little buddy there with
quarter
a
fastener.
with a flurry of blows. So
Use the proper terminology. It's fist. You're gonna fist first.
The
We're-
fist and then fist faster.
where's my 8-sided die?
You hit.
Oh God, I'm not having luck with the D20s today. That's a 6.
It's
Please, Lord, be it a 1. Oh,
Plus,
no.
what's your
Where's that
6
at?
plus 7 is 13.
Yeah. That's not enough.
That will hit.
Oh, perfect.
So you will roll your 1d8 plus 4.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
come on, baby. Edgar needs a new pair of shoes. And
He
it's a
dead.
2.
So plus 4, so 6. So you do punch this thing,
But I
and then
missed.
you can use your Fury of
Flurry.
Blows if you want,
Yeah.
which will be 2 more D20s. You have to see if you hit.
All right, punches.
So that will
18.
hit.
18. Then the 8s. That is a 10.
All right.
One more.
Yep. Your Flurry of Blow gives you 2 punches.
Oh, that's 22.
22 hits.
Come on. Let mercy come. 7.
And you punch this thing, and it begins to crumble. It folds over onto itself, but is still hovering there as if it's hanging on to its last thread.
Come on. Good kick in the ribs.
Short stack, you're up.
Yep, same one. 1 hit. 13.
13 hits.
All right.
Nice.
So I'm just going to hit this one.
It counts unless it sucks.
7.
How do you want to do it?
Oh, well, since I only am doing it with one knife, no, I'm going to tear at one thread that seems to be holding all of it together and just be like, pluck, all falls apart.
As your dagger catches that thread, you see it pull away, and the cloak pulls itself apart,
Nice.
crumbles to the ground.
Now I have a bonus
And
action.
it was 3 midgets in a cloak the whole time. God damn.
I have a bonus action to go
You do.
after the
Yeah.
next one.
Yeah.
14 plus 7.
21 hits.
Oh, shit, that's easy. And I'm going to use sneak attack on this.
Do we need to be sneaky? They see us.
So that's just a rogue
Oh,
thing.
okay,
That's how
okay,
rogues
gotcha.
deal a lot of damage.
Oh, it makes sense.
So
So
When you say it like that, Scott.
Oh, that makes sense.
I get 6 plus 13.
So 19 total.
Mhm.
You see this one start to fold over onto itself, but it's still floating there, almost barely holding itself together.
There is.
Randy.
I'm going to go around the 2, and I'm going to go on the other side of short stack and be in between the 2 of them. Yeah. And I'm going to battle axe the one that she was just hitting for 17
17 hits.
for 8.
You swing your axe and you tatter more of its robes, and you can tell it is pulsating with its last breath.
Ha ha ha.
And then I hit him with a 15
15 hits.
and an 8.
How do you want to do it?
I'm just going to cleave it in half. It's a cleave in half kind of day.
Nice.
All right.
And then I want to
Leave it to clear.
do a sweeping attack. So when you hit with the melee weapon attack,
Okay.
so because they were oh no, they were so far. Does that count as within 5 feet? Because they were
Yeah.
like a 5-foot square between them.
Yep.
So I'll use that with an equal number that you hit with your superiority die.
Yeah,
if
so
your
you roll
superiority
so you
die
roll a
is
superiority die to deal damage.
48.
It should be 1d8.
Really
Oh, it's
big.
a 7. Let's go. Hit him with a 7.
Lucky 7.
Rick, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna finally run up.
Randomized wrench.
Yeah, I'm gonna randomize wrench the cloaked bastard left.
Cloaked bastard?
Ooh. For
Is that what
a-
you said? You said cloaked bastard?
Yeah.
You don't know that he didn't have a mother.
Oh, 20.
He's ignoring that.
28.
I don't think
That
you are,
hits.
Cole.
Nice.
You know what I have for pants right now?
What?
The only thing I buy.
Two jeans.
No, I'm not wearing my
shit.
Jew jeans
Oh,
today.
damn
but I fucking love my Jew jeans, so you better respect that.
I forgot the
Mr. Strauss knew what he was doing. All right, not a sponsor. Jew jeans are not a sponsor.
That's full 12. The first one, I'm gonna hit him again. Is he dead?
Not dead.
For now
He's just
18.
waffling over
18
there in the
hits.
corner.
Okay, cool. 11 damage.
How do you want to do it?
Knock him in the balls because those things hurt.
Did they have balls?
You swing where you think the balls may be on this creature.
They're not there.
There's not like a visible like pant leg that you can see that you could hit in the groin.
No target.
But you
Bulge.
swing in the general direction where you think the groin may be, and you clearly connect with something. The cloak collapsed to the ground. You guys are out of initiative.
Nice.
Oh, that sucked. Is
Can we heal the dog?
The dog alive?
Ash.
Ash is barely hanging on, but
Heal
still alive.
Ash.
Oh, can I heal Ash?
You can. Yeah.
Someone should probably rub his chin again. Let him know that he's loved.
This is like the alternate ending to Marley and Me, where Owen Wilson resuscitates the dog.
Whoa. Spoilers. I've never seen that.
Okay, I'm going to use a first cell slot and resuscitate Ash.
Okay. So you cast Cure Wounds on Ash, and you see the wounds begin to close up on Ash. And
Excellent.
it begins to regain strength.
Ash, my bye.
My boy.
Yeah,
My bye.
bye.
would it be appropriate to use a bead of nourishment?
Excellent.
Pretty
All right,
easily,
we roll
yeah,
home.
actually.
We take Ash with us. Ash now lives at the bar with us. He's our dog.
No, he can't leave the temple.
Yeah.
Well, his
Yeah,
brothers brothers are dead.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah,
His-
right.
His two brothers are dead. You have the two pieces of the statue of Theron in your
Oh
person.
wait. Do we have to get the last one?
No, so there's like
No.
there's
Oh my god.
The last one's in the room.
yeah, there's like a partial piece of the statue still in the base of the altar, and you guys got two additional pieces
Cool.
from the east and west
Yeah.
room.
I think it's appropriate that Ash goes with you at this point. Just take him
Okay.
because we're taking this artifact with us. We're not leaving it.
Okay.
You guys aren't going to complete the statue and let Theron make the oasis. You guys are like, screw the oasis, screw global warming,
It's
screw.
No, make the Oasis.
you know what? It is a
Oh,
classic.
yeah.
It is a classic twist, as they say. Like Edgar's all about just taking this for himself.
All
he's
right.
not.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
He
At
was-
this,
he
at
was
this
never-
point, Ash looks at you guys and the two pieces of statues like, are you guys going to let Theron come and complete the oasis?
Yeah. The answer is no.
Oh,
Oh.
the answer is no.
Wait,
well,
what?
we didn't know this, but we're protecting
wait.
Edgar. So
How do we get paid? Edgar, are you paying us or?
Yeah. Well, you guys did your job. Edgar's got the pieces. Whatever you guys want in beer, he will be happily to give you. But he's not combining the statue. It is the classic
Aw.
twist. I'm not about helping the world. I'm about helping myself.
You guys have killed the first general and the minions.
General.
first general.
Yeah.
Did we know this information?
Yeah, I
going
said that. He said he was Decay, the first general of Zera.
Oh, DK. Yeah, we killed DK.
Yeah, of Zero.
We live forever.
And at this point,
Some made up god.
Edgar is wanting to hoard the pieces of the statue of Theron to not allow Theron to allow the oasis to create its full bloom. You can tell Ash is starting to get aggravated and aggressive that you will not complete the statue. What would you guys like to do?
I throw my hands up and I'm like, we're on a job.
I say I fundamentally decided I have morals today, and after this
Oh.
whole experience, and I fucking love an Oasis. I'm on Ash's side. I am down to kill Edgar.
I would do a perception check. Is Edgar really who he seems to be? Is Edgar?
You're going to perceive yourself?
Yeah, it's like a moment of self-reflection here. Like, is this really Edgar or is this Decay?
Can I do a perception check on Edgar?
Yeah.
Can we all
Yeah,
perception check?
you guys can perceive.
Oh, I got a nat
Oh.
20.
Me too. I got a nat
Oh, wow.
20.
So 2 nat 20s
I got a 15.
and a 15
Wow.
are very high rolls. So, Edgar, is this who you truly are? Did you really come here to help Zera to stopping Theron from coming in? Or were you really here to witness the wonders of the Temple of Theron?
This was not Edgar's choice. Edgar wanted to bring the Oasis out. Something is infecting Edgar.
All right, well, it's time to die.
Sucks. Can I cure wounds on Edgar?
Yeah, give me a cure wounds on Edgar.
Wait, does that do anything?
You want to cure
Just
wounds
cast-
on Edgar?
just
What are you
cast-
doing?
Just
No.
cast cure wounds on Edgar.
Don't fucking cure his
I'm not
wounds.
going to do that.
Okay.
Oh,
No?
man.
You all get this vibe that Edgar may be under the
He's
influence
lost his sight.
of some sort. How do you
Uh,
guys wish to handle this?
Oh, simple.
I wanna
We
kill
bring
him.
our dare officer in.
Is that easy to do?
No, you got to fly him in from a different airport. They got to take an Uber to the temple. I don't know how far that drive is.
Little buddy just puts on a mustache.
Is this a situation that calls for someone with a gun? I don't.
Little buddy comes out with a gun and a mustache. He says, Edgar.
It looks like Bryan Cranston.
Yeah. Listen, buddy.
Pick a side here. Like, we're putting this thing together. Either you die here now, or we put this thing together. So you got two options.
I don't want to die.
All right. Connect the statues, man.
Right. So you guys take the pieces of the statue from Edgar. Edgar, are you giving them willingly at this point?
Edgar is conflated, so I will roll to see if I willingly give them or I don't give them.
Okay.
So what would I roll for that?
Just give me a straight D20.
All right. That's a 15.
With the 15, Edgar.
The one time I can't roll a 1.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, right.
You are hesitant, but you do give up the piece of the statue you're holding to the party.
Okay.
Between Rick, Randy, and Short Stack, you guys hold the 2 additional pieces now to complete the statue of Theron.
Sick. Little buddy says, you did good. And then we put the pieces of the crag together.
Can you give me a dexterity check?
No, I'll do. Oh, shit.
18.
Wow.
If you fucking fumble this.
So you take the first piece and you try and line it up, and it doesn't quite fit.
It doesn't fit?
It doesn't fit. Can you give me another dexterity check?
Sure.
Give him the ash.
Wait, 19 plus 4.
So 23.
Yeah.
You are able to position the second piece in its spot. So you have 2 or 3 pieces in place.
Randy, it's all on you.
Just give the third piece to Ash. Okay, fine. I'll do it. Nat 20.
Ah,
Eat it.
oh.
All right. With a nat 20, you're able to put the third piece in its place.
My best roll of fucking day, and it had to happen now.
You got
Well, at the same time
That was
that
a digital nat 20.
Randy
This is like my first
rolls
natural
a
20.
nat 20.
No,
Rick
Rick. Oh.
rolled a nat 1.
Rick rolled?
Oh, God damn
No
it.
one.
He's never. He's never
So
gonna
Rick
give it
was
up.
kind of fighting with Randy to get this piece in place, and Rick's like, "No, it goes this
I'm like,
way," and
"Rick,
Randy's like,
listen
"No,
to me."
Randy, Rick, you're wrong."
He
And
kicks him in the face and
Randy is able to align the third.
Thanks, Randy.
And at that point, a bright light flashes the room and quickly dims. And before the party stands a massive lion with a mane flowing of desert flowers.
What?
Its fur is sun-kissed, and its tail is shaped like a cottontail.
oh.
Kinky. This sounds sexy, dude.
With a loud roar, the temple is transformed from the sand to a lush, vibrant forest. The fountains that were dry are now flowing freely, and the sounds of birds can be heard.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Theron turns to the party and nods in acknowledgement for completing the ritual.
You got any stickers, dude?
All he has is stamps. Sorry. And the ink pad is almost dry.
I'm trying to put a Theron Save the Oasis sticker on the side of my cooler. You got one of them or no?
Theron goes, I don't know what a sticker is, but I may offer you each a stone of inspiration.
Cool.
Word.
Please.
It's a kidney stone.
Oh, no.
God damn it.
You're going to piss it out in a week. It'll be tough.
No, it's a gallstone. You need surgery. Sorry.
Oh.
No, we've been drinking lemon peel or orange peels. It helps prevent kidney stone.
Sorry, skins. We've been drinking skins.
Hey, it's cranberries that prevent kidney stones.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's like
God damn
UTIs.
it.
Mm-hmm.
We were preventing scurvy the whole time.
I walk up to Theron and say, bestow upon me what you see fit.
So Theron gives each of you a stone of inspiration,
Sweet.
which gives you an additional point of inspiration at any time.
Nice.
However, once you use that point of inspiration, the stone becomes just a stone. So it's a single-use
Dang.
stone.
But then I can throw it.
Then you could throw the
Sweet.
stone.
You could put it on a tombstone, dude.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, no, I can't.
Look
But
at you.
I have to inspire first, then go back and be
Well,
like,
yeah,
your
then-
Jewish
then-
ancestors were mentioned.
Once I use mine, I'll give it to you, and then once we end up in a haunted graveyard again, you can have 2 stones to like put on, and
Oh,
half a
yeah.
red crayon, or 2
No.
halves of a red
Yeah,
crayon,
you can't give up the red crayon.
Don't give up your red crayon so easily.
and a puga necklace.
So with that, Theron thanks you guys for
Thanks, Charlize.
completing the ritual to allow him to come and allow the oasis to complete, and you guys are able to safely return to the pig.
Cool.
Oh yeah, Theron.
Well, shit. Thanks a lot, man. That was wacky, but everything is in this world.
I'm going to be thrilled to see how this is edited together.
Yeah, seriously. Hey, Edgar, we still get paid, right? Even though you tried to backstab us.
Yeah.
No, he
Well-
made us.
Your payment is the stone
Is
of
the
inspiration
stone.
from Theron. Edgar said he didn't have much to give you guys, but Theron would bestow a blessing upon you.
God damn it. That's why I knew I was ready to kill this guy.
You know, when you're hired, it's not backstabbing. You know, it's
Fair.
just comes with the territory. Gangs just be gangstas.
Yeah. Except we could kill you and take whatever in your pockets.
Ooh.
Thank you, Edgar. And thank you, Chris. Normally, when we have a person on, we give them a beer glass, but since you already won a beer glass,
Perfect.
we have a little something different for you. We have the beer that you actually want
Oh wow.
to do. The
A tap
Omega
hand-
with,
a tap handle.
yeah.
No, this is actually huge. I have the Great Northern kegerator, so I do need something for my
Oh,
my
great.
keg
sweet.
tower. Yeah, I've been using the little plastic one that's wrapped up in duct tape because it broke so long ago.
Oh, man.
So I will send a picture of this when I put it on there. Of this
Bro,
Nice.
Thank you.
probably when I get home. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thank you for taking the time to listen to this episode of the Purgatorious Pig Tavern Podcast. Please like and subscribe wherever you get your podcast from, and be sure to follow us on social media. Don't forget to visit our website, www.widgetywidgets.com, for more information and for our merchandise store. If you want more of what we do, please consider subscribing to our Patreon channel. We currently have 2 tiers. The first tier gets you a roundup and rating of all the beers we had during the episode that were not part of the review. The second tier will get you that and just the beer reviews from the episodes. If you found us through some of our non-D&D content, you can subscribe to this and get just the beer reviews. Sign-up bonuses for all paid tiers are in work, and new tiers are expected to be added soon. And as always, we appreciate any feedback from listeners, good or bad. Drop us a line via the contact page on our website or email us directly at thepurgatoriouspigtavern@gmail.com. Thanks again and cheers.